I want to be Muslim so bad.
Bro, no. How you just said about... That's crazy.
That's wild. That's wild.
You said Friendsmas?
How you just looked at Friendsmas? That's probably how niggas looked at Friendsgiving at the beginning. That's how.
That was the first holiday. But now you can just put friend and attach it to any holiday.
Nah, but you didn't do that. You didn't do that.
Fronica. What the fuck? It's easy now.
Bro, why you hating on Friendsmas?
St. Fratric's Day. People say Bick and Back being bull all the time.
So
like
what?
it's just the word.
So Friendsmas, you don't respect Friendsmas?
I respect Friendsmas as a holiday. Like you can.
It sounds like
have
you hate
Christmas
on
with your
Friendsmas.
friends.
No, you don't do that. You don't do that with Friendsgiving.
Because that was the first. It was the original. I think.
Okay.
Friendsgiving was the original.
I have no.
Holiday.
It's a white holiday, regardless.
You ain't never did Friendsgiving.
Okay,
Yeah.
John's in his hotep bag.
Okay.
All right, no, it's the white man's holiday. All right, no, I'm not mad at it. You got it, bro.
Nigga,
Nah,
we
you
didn't
right.
come up with Friendsgiving.
Nah,
we didn't do the.
You right.
I could imagine we didn't come up with that.
Hey, the first time I heard it was from my brother, who's a nigga. So I was like,
Hey,
Okay.
well, I could be wrong.
yeah. Well, maybe I think his girl put him up to it. Honestly.
Oh no. Yo, speaking of women putting you up to things you don't want to do, bro. Travis Hunter.
Sheesh.
Man.
Bro, did you see she went on Camden's show today?
She went on?
Yeah, I didn't watch
show?
it, but I seen she was on there.
Cameron is becoming a pod goat.
Him and Mace,
yeah. It said Travis Hunter's wife responds to internet comments. I didn't watch that
That's
motherfucker.
so smart.
I didn't watch it, but I seen she was on there. I should have watched it.
When that type of shit happens, it makes me feel better about like clickbait titles. Because I'll be doing that with the Play the Five. It's like, not clickbait, fucking stand-up comic owns heckler. I don't even, like, it's not even like that. It's just, like, asking if they've, like, dated or some shit. But, yeah, bro, is Travis Hunter down bad?
Go ahead.
I think
John.
he's just a young nigga in love, man. I think he's just a young nigga in love. Think about high school, bro. Think about high school and how bad you was over your girl, the main girl you had in high school.
Facts.
I think he's just a nigga in love,
actually
bro.
Nah, that's a fact.
Could nobody tell me shit about my high school girlfriend?
He's 21 though.
But listen,
that's 3 years after.
But
high
listen,
school.
bro,
Yeah,
if you was a lame in high school,
Yep.
and it transferred into college.
Yeah.
Like, and you was a lame in college, and the girl was with you for majority of that time.
And he was in the facilities. He wasn't going out, like, being social.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Allegedly.
He a lame that's in love, bro.
Yeah. I love her.
That's it, man. I hate it for him because all the evidence is saying he gonna find out the hard way.
I didn't even give a fuck until she popped up in the music video. Once the internet did their research and she did the music video 3 years ago with her ex.
No, it was Dion telling her to stand up for me. That's what got me.
That's what did it? That was crazy. That was crazy.
That was
crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, nah.
And she got too many.
Yeah, she's on strike three.
Of all that, like, on stand up.
Yeah.
Either, you know what? Because what I said previously is she don't respect him. But now that I'm hearing it, it could be another option. He could be a dog ass nigga.
Nah, I don't.
That's another option.
No.
He could be a dog ass.
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying like
you got to put people on
she
surveillance.
If she just found out he been fucking.
Okay.
Now she fucking. Now she out.
No, but I'm saying that could be why she acting out.
But she was fucking 3 years ago.
3 years ago,
with the music video shit,
The
that was
evidence
3
is
years
not
ago. They've been
stacking
dating
up on
5
her
years.
side, bro.
So if he
we
was
don't know
dogging,
if she was fucking, but you know.
Also, there's no way he was dogging in high school, college.
No, I'm saying right now he could be dogging it. The nigga just got famous. Like,
Just now, but she was dogging 3 years ago.
No, bro. Nigga been.
You don't think it's a possibility?
I mean, yeah, and nay.
You know niggas.
He was popping at JSU,
I do.
bro. Like, nigga was popping. He was the nigga. He like when him and Schroeder, whatever.
Schroeder.
Whatever the nigga name is.
Schroeder.
When they came on the scene at JSU for HBCU, nigga, them niggas was popping.
I thought you were talking about Dennis Schroeder for a minute.
Damn.
No, that's a
I'm
fact.
saying them niggas was popping, bro. He had fame, so.
All right, so his bitch don't
was
respect
famous
him.
at Jackson State,
Yeah,
like
he
that
was
whole shit. But
Well, yeah, she just don't respect him then.
Yeah, she just don't respect
That's how I
him,
look at it. Like,
that's fair.
I don't think I wouldn't be with a girl who would play with me like that. I look at that as like she playing with.
That's a major, bro. If you can't be happy for even no matter what you're going through, bro. Like if you can't be happy for me in one of the biggest moments of my life, that's a huge red flag.
Yeah, that was crazy. Why are we here?
Yeah, like
that
what?
That was wild.
That was.
I just want the Heisman.
You know what else?
Pretend.
You know what else?
Nah.
Said I don't respect. I don't respect him. I don't respect him because I think his girl don't respect him.
I think because he a hoe.
And if your girl don't respect you, then I can't respect you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. I think any man should. You know what I'm saying? But another thing that fucked me up is when she said, I didn't like him 5 years ago, some shit, because he used to be a cheater, but I like him now.
Oh.
Or some shit like that.
She didn't say because he used to be a cheater.
What she said?
I didn't hear that. I heard something different.
No, she said something like she didn't like him at first 5 years ago, and then something changed.
But if that's true, that puts a little merit to your story, though. That puts that
about the dog.
Yeah, about him being a dog. Yeah. I don't know, bro.
I can't see it.
But that's why I'm like, niggas.
You can't see him being a dog.
At the end of the day, niggas.
Why not?
Because he can barely articulate words. Like, no offense.
Fam, that shit do not mean nothing.
That's
nigga.
fine.
Kodak can't talk. Young boy can't talk. A lot of niggas can't talk.
That's fine, but
nigga.
Kodak has like other issues.
Bro,
like,
we cannot
being a dog.
Bro, I
like,
could not even. I couldn't even
right.
say hi to Kodak. Fam.
If I hear Travis Hunter spell Wednesday, I'll believe everything that y'all are saying.
You don't think Lamar Jackson get bitches?
What?
Lamar Jackson.
They got to go through his mom.
He can't fucking talk.
They got to go through his mom.
Do you think Lamar Jackson get bitches?
I think he could if he wanted to.
Do you think Lamar Jackson get bitches?
Absolutely. I think he could if he wanted to.
Absolutely.
Bro, what does that mean?
There's no like. I'm not getting off that
Absolutely.
platform. Like, come on, bro.
Like that.
Bro, he's footballing. Like, there's no.
So you think he don't got time for bitches?
Talk? No, he has time for bitches, but women. But like he has time for the gal pals. But like, no, dude, like. Nah, I don't see him like he doesn't get caught slipping. So either he's just really, really that good at being a dog.
A lot of bro, you crazy.
Also,
When you got that much money,
smart human
it's
being.
easy to not get caught slipping.
Lamar is.
You talking about $200 million contract? It's
Because people with money also get caught. They just don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get caught, like people know.
Like James, you know how many bitches James Harden? James Harden fuck a lot of bitches.
I'm not saying that Travis Hunter can't get women because of the money.
Yeah, women. Damn, fuck.
Because of the money, but it's just like I mean that's the only thing he has going. Money and fame are what he has going for him right now. And 5 years ago when he was at Jackson State, I don't think that was as much of an influx as it was now.
But you say money and fame like that's a small thing
it's a large thing.
In terms of the dating world.
Pause. I'm not saying
in terms of the dating world. Like that's like
a priority. It's a focal point. But I'm saying like
especially in college.
Bro, shout out to Grits and Eggs, bro. What did Grits and Eggs say? Like he's not right in la cabeza. He's not doing the knowledge. Like he's. I don't know. I mean, if
I stand on it, bro. I think he's just in love, bro. I think he can't nobody tell him nothing about.
I think so too, because like, have you seen him like defend her?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I seen him defend.
No, she was just mad.
Yeah, on that screen.
No, she was just upset.
He started saying
what?
He started saying fuck y'all. Fuck us.
If I win a Grammy and you're upset,
y'all need to get a life. He said y'all need a life.
I don't know. More athletes are coming out. Y'all need a life. They have a life, and it's
just
working.
funny.
We're trying to save yours.
Yeah, no, exactly. Get a life,
bro.
Bro, insanity. Bro, speaking of like athletes and former athletes having opinions, you said you wanted to talk about some shit that Cam Fedora wearing Newton had something. What can you give us background information?
First of all,
on that?
let me get a disclaimer out there. I think Cam be putting that shit on me.
No,
personally.
he does
I disagree.
not.
I disagree.
No,
No, absolutely
Hold
not.
on.
No, he does not.
If I wore,
Hold on. He's not shooting 100%.
No, that nigga's not shooting 50, dog.
He's 35.
Wait, so you never
35.
Wait, so you never saw Cam and say like that?
Look,
Wait, hold on.
fame and money.
You never saw Cam and say he got that shit on.
Look, watch this. Fame and money, right? Fame and money. Fame and money. Fame and money. If I showed up to your house to pod wearing the pants that he wears
and that hat,
you would have called me something that rhymes with agate, and that's fine because those are very agate pants.
And then he be throwing random handkerchiefs around his neck. I'd be like, what the fuck,
bro? He looks
Granny?
like Desperado.
Grandma,
Dog. Absolutely not.
A villain. He looks like a villain.
chipmunk.
Nah, the fits be hot. They be sweaty.
Hot.
Yeah.
That's a good description. Hot.
Sweaty, I think, is a better word. Bro, what?
Nah, but wait. So y'all never saw Cam and said like, "Damn, that's a nice suit."
If I want to wear jeggings and Nautica boat shoes,
I said it to
I'll
Steve
find a way. Yeah, no.
Before I say it to that nigga.
Absolutely not. Jeggings and Nautica shoes and a fedora. And y'all think he puts that shit on, bro.
Give me his
This is how you know high fashion has ruined like just the regular day-to-day. Bro, what the fuck?
Real talk.
Yeah, I'm wearing a Nutcracker shirt, bro. I got that shit on. Get out of here, dog.
Oh
No.
my God,
Anyway,
bro.
but you were angry at him recently. You wanna tell the people why? What'd he do?
I
Besides
want to
the
argue
hat.
about this Cam shit. About the outfits, 'cause y'all got Cam
I'm down
on.
to triple down.
But it's cool.
That's fine.
I'm outnumbered, so
No, for sure. You think he got better style than
Nah.
A$AP Rocky?
No, hell no.
Okay, there you go.
You
There you
named
go.
one of the best dressed niggas in
There you go.
entertainment, nigga. What?
Okay, well there you go. Who's one of the
Is
worst
he,
dressed?
wait, hold on.
I think Cam.
Hold
is
on,
up
listen.
there.
Is he not?
He's definitely
Wait,
up
wait,
there.
hold on,
Thank
hold
you.
on. If we talking about the shit athletes be wearing, if we talking about the shit athletes be wearing.
Athletes be
got
doing
it.
dumb
His
shit.
shit- his shit-
Athletes be doing dumb shit.
Like
With those
Kyle
NBA
Kuzma is an
walks,
athlete.
Is that
Bro,
what we set
Kyle
the bar?
Kuzma is an athlete.
Hey,
That's what we
that's
set
that's
the
a
bar.
skit. That's a skit.
That's what we
The
set the
athlete
bar.
tunnel be wearing bullshit, bro.
Kyle
That's the
Kuzma
next
is a
skit,
fucking
bro. Watch
athlete,
out, watch
nigga.
out. Kyle Kuzma. No, I mean yes, he's an athlete.
James Harden.
I think
He wears
Shea.
some
Shea
bullshit.
no, James
Wild.
Harden does put bullshit on, bro.
Wild.
Absolutely not.
Come on,
Bro, Russell Westbrook will wear a turtle shell and dress shoes. I'm done, bro. No. I mean, yes. Like, Cam is bad
Oh shit.
with the dressing, but
So compared to
are in
athletes,
general.
bro, Cam, he's a well dressed man.
I'm the smartest
Compared
person
to,
on the
look,
short
John
bus.
thinking about it.
I'm the
John
smartest
thinking
person
about
on the
it.
short
I'm
bus.
trying to find a nigga that dress reasonably.
In the athlete world, there's not one. It doesn't
I'll
exist.
take a
dog.
nigga that just wears
They're
sweats.
terrible.
Nigga just,
Bro, just show up in a
Oh
suit
my
or something.
God.
That's why I like it when there's like
I'm
team
watching
rivalries because
that.
everybody wears all black and it's the suits
I
and
think
shit.
that nigga killed.
Bro,
Exactly, bro.
unbelievable.
Bro, compared to
That nigga
athletes, Cam
got it. I think he
That's
does.
smartest
And
person
that's
on the
wild
short
because
bus.
I'm thinking about that ugly ass hat right now as I say it.
With the dreads poking
So
out.
think about that.
Looking like
So compared to
bro,
other athletes, you
looking like
still think-
Hawaiian Punch Kung Lao. I'm sick of it, bro.
So compared to other athletes, you still think it's bullshit or what?
yes,
Compared to other athletes,
other athletes, I think he's part of the
Give
problem.
me a better dress.
Shea,
Because I'm thinking,
Shea
What?
Gilchrist-Alexander.
Sports bra Shay? Sports bra Shay?
He had just got done working out.
Sports bra
He
Shay
didn't
dress
walk in
better
the
than
tunnel.
Cam.
He had just got
Sports,
done.
didn't we
He
just
just
see
got
this
done
thing? Someone was just
with the
trying to
game.
take his
He didn't
turn.
do that shit in
I
the
said,
tunnel,
bitch, it's
dog.
not a sports-
The tunnel is a different thing. He
I
didn't
just
do
bought
that
my
shit
daughter
in the
one of them
tunnel.
last
What are you
week.
talking about?
What?
Okay.
They make them in
I
men's?
said, whoa.
Bro, Ezekiel Elliott was cropping fucking tank tops, dog. Like, that's not normal.
That's
proving
what
my
I'm saying.
point.
Give me
You
a-
proving my
I'm saying,
point, nigga.
Give me a
Alright.
nigga
You
that's
proving
well
my
dressed.
point.
All right. I
Give
mean,
me a
if-
nigga that just throwing a suit for game
you
day.
do understand
God
a
damn.
crop top,
LeBron
and
wore-
jeggings is part of the same
LeBron
outfit, right?
wore,
Wow.
LeBron wore short suits.
And that
A
nigga's
suit
wild.
with
Draymond wears the
shorts.
short shit.
I'm like, what?
Yo,
Who's helping these niggas?
Niggas wore short
that needs
suits.
to die, by the way.
Who is helping? That?
Draymond, remember when Draymond did it and it was teal? Ridiculous.
My
Aquamarine
God,
shorts
bro.
with a suit. dog.
Kevin Malone was the first nigga to do that. Shout out to
Bro.
the office.
Kevin Malone or Carl Malone? Oh, the office.
Kevin Malone
okay,
was
I was
the
about to
first
say.
nigga to do that.
I-
Not a
if
nigga,
you were
bro.
to talk about Carl Malone, that's
Oh no, he's
yeah.
wild too.
Dressing
Yeah,
was the
wild
least of
boy.
his problems.
Aaron, I think I got you on this one, Aaron.
Okay. Well,
But nah,
what
speaking
they
of
say,
that,
we'll get that on
look,
camera.
That ain't even look. We'll ask the people.
Yeah, no. What made you mad about
But
Cam?
nah,
though?
fuck that. That was,
Alright.
this nigga Cam said he go to the strip club, not for the women, not for the beautiful
I
women,
saw that.
not for the
shit,
beautiful
bro.
women, you know, not for these lovely dancers, this amazing,
Supporting business.
this amazing art, you know, because I support black businesses. You got it right. But this amazing, and not just black business, that's artistry.
black women business.
That's artistry.
Okay.
I like art.
I'm not mad at that.
You know what I'm saying? You can make your ass move like that. Like that's art.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No,
Like,
you're not
you know what I'm
wrong.
saying?
It is that.
So I'm
I've never seen
Like-
you this articulate about ass before. So I'm sorry. I'm
Started
just
writing
trying
the
to.
sonnet.
Yeah,
nigga.
no.
I've never.
Shall I compare thy ass crack to a summer's day? All right, you got it. No, for sure. All right,
Bro, speaking of the strip club, I got some shit that I want to talk about.
I got
But,
you.
Um,
But Cam, what did Cam do in the strip club?
yeah, but like I said, it's artistry in there. It's you know, this is beautiful women. It's artistry. It's drinks. It's smoke. You know, it's everything you need to have a good time.
Sure.
And you thinking about another man.
He in there
That's
for
what
the,
Cam
for
said.
the competition.
Yeah, he
What did
said
he
to
say?
throw money.
He said,
He
so
said,
I'm
I'm
in
here-
there for the. I'm not in there to look at the women. I'm in there competing because if it's a nigga throwing more money than me, I gotta throw more money than him.
Yeah, I'm here to see if a nigga gonna throw 5, then I gotta throw 10.
First of all, how do you fit that many ones into those tight ass jeggings?
In the hat. It's in the hat.
It's in that
It's in the hat.
like a
Bitch,
fucking
pull
Looney
it from
Tune.
the hat.
It's ridiculous, bro. Yeah.
I guess I can't relate. Nigga, I ain't
Yeah,
never had
that's
that much
crazy.
money, nigga.
Yeah, that's why I said,
I
bro.
can't relate.
I can relate to like,
Insanity.
wait, this nigga getting another bottle? I'm gonna get another bottle.
Yeah.
So I can relate to the competition part, but I'm not going to the club for that. Like I'm
No,
not.
nigga,
I'm not
going
putting.
for
I'm not putting on
that.
Okay,
clothes
but look,
for that.
from a-
For the
from
artistry, excuse me.
Right.
Yeah.
For the artistry.
Excuse me.
But like from a strip club standpoint, I feel like if you're in it, if you have a section, it's one thing if you're like sitting on the allegedly. If you're sitting on like the individual benches and you're like waiting on a section, it's like, okay, you wanna be in competition with somebody because you're like the bummy people of the strip club. But if you're allegedly,
That's judgment.
allegedly, I'm just
He judging you Gen Pop niggas. He judging you Gen Pop niggas.
the Gen Pop. If you pick money back up and throw it, if you
ain't got
money
no
back
section, you ain't popping, nigga.
if you pick money back up to throw it, that's insane. But
nah, you said it. You said if you sitting on the little bench.
the little bench. Everybody knows about the little bench. You like being on the little bench? Nobody likes being on the little bench.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
I'm just saying this judgment.
Right,
It's
but
cool.
like
You
if
judge them
you're on
niggas.
the little bench, like that's fine. You have a dream to make it to the section.
I
But
didn't even want to come to the strip club.
I'm here for the art. Sitting on the bench. I'm here for the art. I'm here for the art. I'm here. Damn, me and that stripper have a
I just came
connection.
to get something to eat.
Wow.
The wings.
Yeah,
The wings
I can't do
fire.
the wings.
These hoes fire. Y'all tried these
Wow.
hoes?
Nah, bro, that's lame. If
Bro.
I'm saying unless you're
Bro, oh my God.
on the bench trying to get somewhere higher, because at that point it's a status thing. But like if you're in a section
ego,
and you're
bro.
competing for another section and for like throwing more money
That's
with
ego. You're
with
not
the
going out
section
to have
down
a
the
good
road.
time if
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
I'm not
That's
mad.
all
That's
ego,
stupid.
bro.
I'm not
That's
even
all
mad
ego.
at the competition, but I'm mad at you saying like that's the
why
reason
you
I'm going. Like
came
what?
to the strip club?
That's crazy.
He must have been like in the club with other athletes and he saw like Peyton Manning in there. And he was like, "Damn, I should have picked that ball up."
Them
in the Super
outfits
Bowl.
speaking loud as hell right
Let me
now.
at least throw
Cam.
the facts.
Them outfits speaking
Oh my
loud.
God,
Cam.
dude.
Yeah, that's just
Looking
crazy.
like
but
a
like I
Mortal
said,
Kombat character.
it's hard for me to talk because I never had that type of money. So
No,
I'm
so
saying,
me
I
neither.
can't
They
relate.
gonna say-
I can't relate.
Yeah, he was
But,
gonna
like,
say,
why
"Oh,
would
we
I-
hating ass nigga, we broke as fuck."
I mean, that's.
so.
I mean,
which is
yeah,
correct.
I guess, yeah,
Nigga
sure.
making-
Boy activity, but
Yeah,
like
no,
I
for
don't
real.
know, trying to outrich rich
Can
people
you scoot over the little bench, please?
in the
Scoot down a little.
in the club is wild. Speaking of quarterbacks, bro, I'm a share a little something. CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I
You're
didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah, no, you're part of the problem. It's part of a bigger problem. We got to chill out with like trying to market yourself as a good person. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a good person.
I know what you're talking about.
Right?
I know what you're talking about
Like,
now.
I know you got to tell me. what
Quit
happened.
kissing babies, bitch. Like,
You
it's,
talking about when he was crying?
when it crying and like when he did that podcast, big pause, preemptive pause. But he said, "Yeah, I really got to watch my language. I really got to make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
that I don't take the Lord's name
Oh.
in vain. Because what kind of Christian am I? Because of my wild mouth."
Oh yeah.
Just
yeah.
say fuck, bro. The Lord will forgive you. If I look, I've never tried to play God, but if I were in God's shoes,
Bro,
I would prefer fuck over. I got a wild mouth, bro. Disgusting,
oh shit,
bro.
That
focus
meme
on
where
the
Jesus
Chiefs,
looking
dog.
crazy. Jesus
Bro, I'm
like,
sick
oh
of it,
my
bro.
God.
And everybody's trying to like out Bible verse each other nowadays. I'm
It's
sick of it,
wild.
bro. You seen the fighters do it, bro. It's always the fighters from like Brazil or Spain that are just Leviticus 23:13.
Nah, real talk.
and
If a
trying to
nigga
out
say
Bible
some
verse
shit
each
like
other,
that
bro.
before
I'm
he
sick
fight
of
me,
it,
no,
dog.
no. You know
Bitch,
what
I'm
the
gone.
Niggas do that after they lose. That's when niggas start.
Oh, absolutely.
I pray if I bomb a show. I pray like a motherfucker after I leave.
Listen, either way, I just
Really?
want to thank God for giving me
Hey,
this
I,
opportunity.
yeah.
I
hey,
wanna thank
hey,
God for
shout
the
out, thank
opportunity,
God. I want to give God all the glory tonight.
God.
If y'all, if y'all love God,
glory.
y'all love God, give
Give
a
me a
round of applause.
Wow.
No, okay.
No, for sure. We all do that though. That's
No,
regular.
real talk.
Y'all been in relationships? It's call and respond, dog.
Y'all drinking
Using
out there
Jesus-
tonight?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
How many of y'all got jobs? Yeah, every time. Yeah, bro, we gotta stop like pretending to like be good. Just be a good person. People will know.
So you think it's bullshit?
Yes.
With CJ Stroud,
Yes.
you don't think he want to stop saying?
What he do, bro? What
He said he wanna
just
stop
said he's got to
cursing.
quit cursing because
Oh,
of his
that was it?
wild
'Cause he wanna-
mouth. He's got a wild mouth. Gotta stop.
Nah,
Jesus said.
He said that.
He said
Bro, I
that.
wish
I'm
we could
quoting.
play it, bro. I wish
That's
we could
wild.
play
That's please. If you gotta get
I can
the
find-
sound
I
bite,
got
Bro,
you, I
and,
got
he,
you.
and like, all right, look,
Hold
I'm
up.
sorry. I'm sorry to speak on black
Did he
issues.
say it like that? I hope
yes.
he didn't.
I'm sorry to speak on black issues. You're already light skinned. So when you got dreadlocks and light skin saying I got a wild mouth,
shit.
yeah, no, bro, you gotta hang it up. You gotta chill out. You gotta stay in the pocket, my boy.
Nah, you.
Whoa.
Really?
Whoa.
Stay in the pocket with Will.
Hey,
I
I'm
apologize.
not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You got a good point.
No, you're right. I don't want to be the shut up and dribble guy. So, thank you for checking me. I need that. I need that in life.
For myself, but also like I can't proclaim that I love God and have like a wild mouth like that. Just doesn't make sense to me.
Disgusting.
Guys, I thought
shit
they
is
said
bad.
wide mouth for a second there.
That's
Like, whoa,
Bro.
close your mouth. Whoa, CJ.
Yeah, I wish I could call an audible, but my mouth on punishment.
Yeah.
Bro,
That is
what the fuck? That nigga-
disgusting.
Y'all know
wide
my
mouth?
Y'all know my mouth wide, dog. Hold on.
Wide as hell.
Hey, come on, coach, call the play.
Hey, bro, I can't call an audible, bro.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
you
why didn't CJ
should've
Stroud
held
do
on
it
to
for
that
you
one.
in fantasy? Oh, he was out with a sprained mouth.
You know that mouth wide.
Yeah, that mouth is questionable. Questionable to return.
Sensitive
Bro,
at best.
Hey, yo. That mouth is on IR.
Bro.
All right, bro. All right, man. I got some keep 3, cut 3 for you guys.
Hold on,
'cause we
before
got-
you do that,
What's up?
because we just got out the strip club.
All right.
I'm here to make an announcement.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I will no longer judge niggas who pay for pussy.
Okay.
Why?
2025.
I want to know, but this is.
I will
like,
no
real-
longer judge niggas who pay for pussy.
I heard
and
you.
this is I had to say it twice
Okay,
for dramatic purposes.
Pastor Earl. I'm with it.
But yeah, this is big. This is big for me, pause.
This is
fuck.
big. This is big. Yeah, that's
Fuck,
crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
This is large.
Forgive
this
me.
is-
I mean, yo.
Forgive me.
That's a wild mouth.
Can we just roll past it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it.
But like I said, this is a deal for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is
No,
news
is it?
for me. This is different for me. But I came into a epiphany. I watched a couple videos,
Okay.
and I recently made a trip to the strip club. I recently made a trip to the strip
Because
club,
of
and
the
that's
videos?
where I got the epiphany. That's where I got
Because
the
of the
epiphany.
Was this an epiphany
How
or
did
was
this
this?
happen?
Wait, what
No,
video?
because I've been
It was an
respectfully,
experience.
respectfully,
What video?
I've argued with you about this for a couple years now. Not like every day, but like I've
What you a
back in the grocery store days.
pay for pussy advocate or what?
I wasn't an advocate, but it was like if you pay for pussy, you pay for pussy. Like that's like okay,
Yeah.
it's transactional.
No, facts. Yeah.
But like I never thought that you were lame for paying for pussy. Like if you're lame, it's gonna be about something else in that transaction.
We never really argued about this. Huh? I didn't know.
It wasn't
how
a
you-
crazy
you know what I'm
argument,
saying? But,
but it was
no, yeah, I looked at you as like
Grocery
a
store.
corny ass nigga.
really
Yeah, cause I'd have fucked a lot of bitches in my past time. I'd have fucked a lot of bitches
many
for
years ago.
for the free. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at like I'm a cool nigga because I get bitches money or not.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? In the past time. So
Okay.
so that's why I looked at them niggas as corny because I looked at them like if you gotta pay for it, then that mean you can't get pussy
Mhm.
without paying for it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I had an epiphany. I went to the strip club and I spent the undisclosed large amount of money.
Wow.
Undisclosed.
Undisclosed
wait.
large amount of money.
Because I'm not trying to cite.
Again, but hold on, before you say that,
Sure.
this is all entertainment purposes.
Right,
For
right,
anybody
right.
watching.
Parody.
This is parody. This
Parody,
is
yeah.
for comedy purposes. This
Comedy
whole
purposes.
podcast.
This is crazy.
Disclaimer.
This is a
But
metamorphosis.
what you was finna say?
I need you to understand this.
Wow.
This is a cocoon. Because this, like 3 years ago, when we first started this podcast, we had an episode called "Take 5 and Throw 2."
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Facts.
sir.
Yeah,
That's
we've
my.
been, we've been.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my policy.
Go check it out. But
That's my policy.
an undisclosed amount
I broke it.
sounds a lot more than $200.
No, absolutely.
So,
No, absolutely.
Is
No,
this-
I broke the code.
oh my god,
I broke the code.
that's crazy. It's giving growth.
But yeah,
Okay.
I spent the undisclosed large amount of money. And I look back. Let's just say I don't want to say large because large is relative. Pause.
Hey, yo. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you
Go
know what I'm
ahead. Go
saying?
ahead.
You
Go
know
ahead.
what I mean?
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's a visitor
I just
again.
want to say the amount of money that I spent,
Was larger.
I could have had sex with some beautiful women.
Okay.
Hear me out now.
Okay.
Versus.
Now, hypothetically, me,
You fucked up.
because I'm not
mermaid.
talking about myself,
Okay.
but like younger days, me, I would go to the strip club and I would want to have sex with these beautiful women that I'm watching make
That's
this
what
art.
I get
And I'm like, damn, fuck, she just doing her job. I just
Okay.
gave her this money and I'm not going to get to fuck her.
Okay.
I could have spent this money and fucked a bitch just as fine as her.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I just gave her one bitch this amount of money, because you know when you get to strip club, you find that groove.
One artist.
And you find that groove with that one. You know what I'm saying? You locked in with her the whole night. You know what I mean? You know how that shit be like. You know what I'm saying? She was feeling me, bro. You know how that shit
That's the
go.
one T-Pain bought a drink.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I could spend that same amount of money, if not save money, because we got to pay for the section, we got to pay for parking, we got to pay for drinks. You know what I'm saying? I got a new fit. You know all this shit.
Pay for a lap dance.
Yeah, I got. You know what I'm saying? All this money I got to pay to get in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I probably save money and just paying for the pussy.
I hear you.
Paying for the pussy.
A lot of professional niggas pay for pussy for convenience.
Yeah.
It's a time thing. It's transactional.
Facts.
In Australia, when I went to Australia, that was my first time going to a country that prostitution is illegal.
Super flex.
No, like it was. I mean, not illegal. It was legal. Like they had.
To pay for it?
Yeah, they had brothels.
Did you pay?
No, I didn't get to because. No different than being here in America. I'm broke. So
nigga, you in Australia. You crazy.
Yeah,
nigga, you in Australia
because I went over there.
You're not broke.
The exchange rate wasn't as cracked up.
Yeah, no, it wasn't as much as
They say, who gonna tell them?
Tried to pay a bitch in
nigga. You not broke, nigga. You in Australia.
You in Australia.
No.
It's the Great Barrier Reef, Mike.
That money was. I think it was like an 80-cent difference, bro.
Listen, I tell you, I can't afford to go to Australia. Just tell you that.
Me neither.
I went because of TV show, nigga. They paid for me to go out there. I
mean, hey,
big flex.
You rich in spirit, then.
Shout out to Just John.
Yeah, that's all.
You rich in talent.
But that's all I'm saying, bro. A lot of like professional niggas, they'll pay for the pussy just for the time, like the convenience of it, instead of because whether you realize it or not, we pay for pussy.
Yeah, facts.
We pay for it.
Facts.
I was always
in denial of that.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just not transactional.
You know, I used to always say, "Shit, I gotta eat too." I gotta eat too. I want to eat with a.
Yeah,
that was my defense. Yeah.
Did y'all watch South Park?
You eating with the hopes of getting pussy tonight?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Did you watch South Park growing up?
Yeah.
Did you watch South Park?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when Butters was like, "You just gotta listen to a girl's stupid fucking problems. You're paying for kisses on the playground anyway." Yeah. Nah, basically.
Real talk.
But all right.
I take back everything.
No, like,
I'm no longer judging.
I think it's the older you get, it comes with that viewpoint comes with maturity.
Yeah, bro. It's just when I went to the strip club and I was like, if I wanted to have sex,
and that's what Cam said.
Because you know this is all for entertainment purposes.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
This is like a crazy, this is character development at this point.
But if I wanted to have sex with
right, some type of semicircle. This is weird.
If I wanted to have sex with the dancer who was making the art and all that shit, I could have saved a lot of money and had sex with her.
Because again,
this is like when my mom said that Santa wasn't real. Like this is like a weird thing for me to listen to. I'm not disagreeing with
the reins at first, bro.
Yeah,
but when you honed it in, I was like, yeah, bro, I agree with you. I get it.
Hey, man, growing up. All right, real quick, we're gonna do two of these. I got stand-up comics and basketball players. We're going to keep 3 and we're going to cut 3.
Let's go.
All right. We're going to do the comics first. For the comics, keep 3, cut 3. We have Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Bernie Mac, Kevin Hart, Eddie Griffin, and Richard Pryor.
You should have put Eddie Murphy instead of Eddie Griffin. But
you got Eddie Griffin fucked up.
You got Eddie Murphy.
Y'all got Eddie Griffin.
Listen.
I'm saying I know what Eddie Murphy did. I know what Eddie Murphy did.
Compared to
people wear leather to this day. I get it. Like I understand what he did. No. Yeah, Delirious and all. I got you. I got you.
But Eddie Griffin cold too.
I'm just saying compared to the names you got up there. Yeah, you should have put.
I'm talking.
But you're making it tough with Richard Pryor.
I know we're doing careers and stuff too. But like in my brain, like from a comedy brain, I'm thinking only specials. Are we doing
stand-up comedy?
You do either one. It's an open-ended question.
Y'all not gonna like my list.
Y'all won't like mine either.
I got Kevin Hart.
You're keeping Kevin Hart?
I'm keeping Kevin Hart.
I'm not mad at that.
I know you're not.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
No, fam. Stand up wise, he's one of.
He's up there.
I'm a grown little man.
And seriously
funny.
I'm telling you.
I get it.
And laugh at my pain.
I'm not mad at it.
I think all 3 of those is top tier. No, he has some other.
No, he got some stinky.
No, for sure. I agree, but those 3.
But those are gold. Those are gold.
He had a Shaq career. He had a Shaq
career. Like
those
3, I feel like those 3 are top 5 of the last 20 years. I think.
I agree, but and it's.
I'm not mad at it.
I think one of those. You could put one of those in the top 5 of the last 20 years.
Are you cutting Kevin Hart? I'm cutting Kevin Hart. Okay, cool.
Because if we think about it, how many great stand-ups do Cat got?
Cat got at least 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5?
I was thinking 3.
All of the
4 or
all
5.
of the Pimp Chronicles.
It was 2.
It was only 2. I was thinking
There was only 2 good ones.
Okay.
2
So I
of
was
the
thinking-
Pimp
But I wouldn't
Chronicles.
even put the
His
first
first
one.
swing
I
back on
wouldn't
the
even put
Netflix
the first
special,
one.
I
You wouldn't
think
put the
I would
first one?
put there. So I got 3.
Yeah, I would say 3.
Cat,
I would say
but-
3.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same as Kevin Hart. And I think
I'm not mad at that.
But see,
Cat got the best with Pimp Chronicles 2, but the next 2 is Kevin Hart, I think.
but listen to me. Hear me out though. And the reason why Bernie is gonna be top of my list.
He's
That's
in mine too.
understandable.
He's in mine
Nah,
too.
Bernie's a keeper.
His life is ended. It's stamped. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like all of
he
his,
didn't get to have no bad.
all of his career work.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pause. What
There
the
you go.
fuck? Oh my god.
You had to move the mic.
Did you say move closer?
Oh
or
my God.
further away?
Yeah, he said
Pause.
closer. He said
Oh my
closer.
fucking god.
He said closer.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
no,
the
that
camera.
was that was
I don't know
crazy.
if the camera caught that.
Nah, the camera.
Hey, we
caught
didn't
it.
get to
Pause.
introduce.
Everybody
We didn't,
caught
we
it.
didn't get to
Oh my
introduce Bodyguard.
Bro, I
Hey,
just-
that nigga.
Hey, bro, shout out
That's
to
it,
Bodyguard,
that's it.
bro. It's the
Hey,
shout out to
Bro,
Bodyguard.
you
That
saw
nigga-
that? Did you just see that, bro? That was crazy.
hey,
Bro,
I
oh my
got
God.
jokes, but I'm gonna
It
keep it to
just-
myself.
Nah, you got it.
No.
Why? Because he an MMA
Yeah,
player?
hey,
All
dog,
right, yeah. Nobody want to make
Aaron,
jokes.
explain,
bro.
explain to the audience what just
Bro,
happened.
all right,
He slid
so,
to what?
So,
to where?
so what had happened
He
was.
slid to what? Where?
So what had happened was.
He slid to what? Closer to what?
That's the problem, John. You can't have a fruitful spirit in a wild mouth, dog. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't make the rules, dog. All right, man.
That's wild, dog.
Nah,
Aaron, the
crazy.
artists want to know what happened.
I think the audience saw what happened. We're live streaming. That's fine. That's how you know we've done this
that was
before,
fucking
bro.
crazy,
that was a
bro.
good.
I was
That was a
threatened.
good.
I felt threatened.
You did well.
Hey,
It
talk
could have been a
about-
lot
yeah, talk
worse. It could have been a lot
And
worse
then
for
he
you.
won't say shit.
It could have been a lot worse.
I saw I stopped my whole frame of
You
thought.
did. You did.
What'd you say?
But you waited. You waited
Yes,
for
sir.
it to end,
Oh
and
my
you
God.
you stopped. He said it. We kept going.
Oh,
Pause,
shit.
and it was we're all better people for it, bro. We're all better people for it.
That's
That's
take my fucking.
man, this entertainment game, bro. That shit is not a joke. But yeah, so
Oh
you
my
would keep
God.
Bernie?
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Oh, shit.
He-
Yeah,
everything,
yeah, do you
everything
wanna-
he's done is
My
stamped,
bad.
bro. Everything he's done is stamped. That's why it's tough with everybody else because
sure.
they're still going. You know, it's things that even with Cat made a huge comeback with his
I
club
would say
Shay
Cat
Shay
has
shit.
more pluses with minuses.
And
with
he
the-
just
with the
and that's what I'm saying.
conversation.
His like, but
His
Bernie,
stand-ups
his
didn't
shit
make
is
a comeback.
stamped, bro.
Just stand up. Just make a comeback.
It doesn't need to.
Because
Nah,
hey,
but-
Shannon Sharp doesn't need to go back out and play football.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's
real-
Nah,
hey, real talk.
Cat probably made a lot of money off just that. You know,
And that
Nah,
whole
but-
thing.
nigga bought us the production, bought a whole
Yeah.
studio.
Oh, yeah,
True.
facts, he
that
sure
nigga
did,
made
yeah.
plenty of money off
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Hey, Cat.
He told Shannon Sharp, "I don't want the check."
Do y'all
So I
know?
he made
Do
check.
y'all
made
know your list
bread,
already,
bro.
Do y'all know your list already?
Yeah, I got my list.
All right, we'll start with you. So
Like I said,
you're
y'all not
keeping
gonna
Kevin.
like my shit.
That's fine. You're
Kevin
keeping
Hart.
Kevin.
Bernie Mac, Cat Williams.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad at that. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Y'all aren't gonna like mine.
I know.
I'm keeping Eddie Griffin.
Oh
I
my
know.
fucking god!
I'm keeping
But
Bernie
I-
Mac,
I gotta hear the why.
and
behind
I'm
Eddie
keeping
Griffin.
Richard Pryor.
You keeping Eddie?
But I
Griffin?
fuck with Richard
in
Pryor,
terms
bro.
of like, in
Well,
terms
you
of
keeping
all of
Eddie
his
Griffin
specials,
over Cat Williams?
Yes.
Dave Chappelle.
That's wild.
Cat Williams,
And-
Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart. What you on this?
Eddie did things in like in terms of the comedy game that like weren't necessarily like outreach to mainstream, but in terms of like performing, in terms of like certain jokes, in terms of like
He wasn't scared, bro.
fam.
I agree with
The
you.
things he did,
I agree with you, bro.
Like-
Eddie Griffin forever will never be scared of
and I will
any-
say it's
any-
a little bit of a bias because there have been times, and this is just like my journey like as a comic, but like I've written jokes and like have you ever Googled a joke to see if it's ever been like made
Oh
popular?
yeah, all the time.
Okay, cool. Like it's been like 2-3 times where I had one that I thought was just fucking gold, and Eddie
Eddie already
said
touched
it,
on it,
and I
yeah.
was like, bitch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I said Eddie already got it. I said Eddie already got it.
Both, bitch.
Yeah, that wasn't
Either
me.
one.
No, hey, all right.
Either one. So
Stand
I'm not
on
in the
it. That's
shit by
fine. No,
myself.
yeah,
all right?
yeah, yeah.
What?
All right.
That was crazy, but
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
But no, I
got-
get that, bro.
yeah, I got
No,
Ed-
I don't get that.
Eddie,
honestly.
Bertie
I
Mac,
get that.
I think you're
and
fucking insane.
Richard Pryor.
And Richard Pryor.
And I don't like that I have to cut Cat out of this. Like that gives me like real pain. But I
So how
can't.
many golden stand-ups does Eddie Griffin got?
2.
Name them.
I got you. Give me a second.
You can't. Hold on.
I don't know names,
Hold
bro.
on.
What
No.
the-
Hold on.
What are you
hold
talking
on.
about, bro?
Hold on. You can
I
name
listen
Cat
to 'em.
Williams shit. You can name Eddie. Hold on. No,
I can't
no,
name
listen.
anything
You
besides
can-
Pimp
no,
Chronicles.
listen to
Don't
me.
don't touch
No.
my hand. For one, this shit is weird.
No, because I'm trying to prove a point.
No, I get what
you
you're
can name
saying.
Eddie Murphy. You can name one from Eddie Murphy. You can name his best shit.
I can name songs
You can name
that I
name-
know, and then I can also like know songs are very good without like
You can name
knowing the
Kevin Hart
specific
shit?
name of them. Freedom of speech, and you tell him I said it. Those 2.
The
Was
fact
that
that you
after-
had the
was
fact
that-
that you had to look them up. I think.
I had the phone in front of me with my notes. That doesn't mean that like that doesn't make them bad. Go listen to them. Like,
I'll
it's
go
not crazy.
listen. I'll go
Like
check
that.
them out. I'll go check
And
them out.
I already said, like, from a personal bias standpoint, like that
Undercover
affected
Brother.
me.
Wouldn't one of them? Didn't one of them come out like around Undercover Brother?
Nah,
Yeah.
Undercover
Yeah, it
Brother was one of my favorite.
No, real
movies.
talk. That's what I'm saying.
That was
That's
my
why.
favorite.
And that was
that's
that
why I
whole
fuck with you, bro.
rollout, bro. Like,
that's
Eddie
why I'm
Griffin
saying
has one of the best. Eddie Griffin might be the Tracy McGrady of comedy.
That's what
Like,
I'm
in
saying.
terms of, like,
I
the prime.
don't agree, but I could
I get
see
it.
why you.
Yeah.
I can see why you had it.
And I don't like, honestly, if we're keeping it a buck, I don't like the fact that I have to keep Richard Pryor in there. But I'm gonna keep Richard Pryor
He's
in
funny.
there.
I mean,
for,
that's
like,
why. No, Richard Pryor funny, bro. And that brings me into my list. It's Bernie, Dave, Cat. Like,
I'm not mad at that.
easy money for me.
I'm not
And,
mad at
and the
Dave.
reason why Richard's not on there, bro, because I love Richard Pryor, but nigga, you old as fuck. Like, I can't relate.
I feel you.
You know?
Yeah, and comedy was different. Like,
You
it
feel
was
what I'm
a lot
saying?
of
The,
It's
re-
just,
the
it's a
reason
lot
I
of
had
different.
that,
It
and
was a lot of
that's
just,
the
like,
reason why I have
aggressive-
Dave
Yeah.
out. I have Dave out for the reason that you have Kevin out. I think a lot of his output outside of the first 2 Netflix specials were like, this is like old man, get off my lawn.
The
And
reason-
I'm not trying to be like disrespectful when I say that.
The
It's
reason
just-
why I disagree is because it's like Kevin and Dave had like reverse careers. Kevin
I cut them
came in.
both though.
Kevin came in like saying exactly. Kevin came in saying exactly.
That was
like,
a great way.
Yeah.
A much less. Yeah, you got it, bro.
Kevin came in saying what he wanted to say, like doing like with his specials that he came in on. Shit was fire because he didn't have no restrictions. He didn't have to like walk the line on what he wanted to say. When Dave first started, he had to walk the line on what he was saying. He had contracts with Comedy Central,
Yeah.
different people and shit like
HBO
that.
specials
I
and
wouldn't
shit.
call that walking the line.
I mean,
HBO is walking the line
Dave
for
shows
sure.
walking the line.
But no,
HBO is
listen
walking the
listen
line,
to me, bro.
for sure.
Listen to me. There was a bunch of shit that Dave couldn't say on Comedy Central that he wanted to say
But
that
I'm
they
saying
cut
the
off.
shit that he did do.
But
Was,
listen,
I think that was walking the line at that time.
compared to what he's
At that
doing
time.
now. He couldn't do the shit that he talking about and saying now back then. Like I'm talking like with
I don't think it
with
would have been
trans.
funny back
I
then.
think he could have.
I don't
if
think
he
it would've
wanted
been that
to.
funny
I gotta
back then.
disagree with you,
Because of
bro.
the shit
I don't
he
think
was
it would have been
doing.
funny
Like,
back then.
I
They
think the
wouldn't
shit
allow
he
this
was
nigga to
doing-
say he couldn't talk shit about Jews. He couldn't talk shit about certain communities.
No,
Certain
the Jew
things
jokes
about
are
the gay.
hilarious. I have no issues with
But he
with
did
Jew
make
jokes.
jokes
I
about
don't have
Jews.
issues with
He
the
could.
gay jokes.
What was it? What did that nigga
He
say?
did make jokes.
he
That's what I'm
couldn't
saying. He
say
was
something.
walking the
He
line.
couldn't
That's what I'm
say-
saying. Because he did make all those like inappropriate shit. That's what I'm
For
saying.
sure, but I'm
That's
not.
why I think.
And
he-
also, I'm
he
not
was.
trying to just use the trans topics, I guess if you want to call it that, as a heel, but when you break it down to brass tacks, like especially when you are already at like such a high, quite literally the highest standard, like
Yeah.
people have you in the GOAT conversation, understandably so. We have to do better, not from a moral standpoint. I don't give a fuck about a moral standpoint in that regard, but we have to do better than a dressed up version of I identify as an attack helicopter. To me,
Break it down.
like
You saying he chasing
the meme that was already kind of
the
pre-existing.
trans shit?
Like trans jokes are fine, but like if you
I agree.
if
with
you
you, actually.
trans jokes are fine, but like
Yeah.
those trans jokes weren't funny. Do you know what I mean?
Wait.
to me,
you
I didn't
talk
think they were
about
funny.
the recent ones? Because I think when he first popped it off, that
It
shit
was
was
The first
funny.
one
It
was
was funny.
fine. No,
Like,
the
when he
first one,
first
but then he
I
leaned
agree
into
with
it.
you.
Yeah, I think as he
Bro.
It was like 3
As he-
specials
like
later.
the like
nigga.
the
Yeah,
Jim
okay.
Carrey story,
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck it was, where he was like,
we get it. nigga.
yeah,
Like,
Jim
you're not
Jim
scared.
Carrey wanted me
You're
to call
not
him
scared to go
something
hand in
else.
hand with them.
It's
I
like,
get
bro,
it.
we got it.
So
It's
yeah,
like-
I agree with you
yeah.
now. When he first did it, it was
It
hilarious.
was hilarious.
Bro,
Yeah.
somebody said, I don't remember who it
Four
was.
specials
I'm
later?
sorry, I don't
Yeah.
know the name of the comment.
Facts, I agree with
Somebody made a trans joke that was like, as if you're a trans man, it is disrespectful to me that you can be a trans man, formerly a woman, be a trans man, and still have pretty feet. That's a funny
Wait,
joke to
what?
me. That okay, fair enough. You don't have to like it, but like
I'm
that.
sorry.
Fair enough. All right, that's cool.
I'm
I'll be
sorry.
on the island. That's okay.
What, nigga?
As a trans man, because they were formerly a woman.
So you said, yeah, because that shit confused me. I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah, I don't know
If you're a
how-
trans man, do that mean you was a man first or a man now?
you're
I had to
a
start
man
doing
now.
math.
You
Say
were a
what?
woman,
Nigga, I started
and
doing
now you're a
math.
man. Doing the math. Carry the one.
So if you're a trans man, that means you used to be a woman.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Okay.
So like, how
So a
fucked up is it
trans
that you're a
man,
man and you have
he
pretty
got
feet?
pretty feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, like,
okay, okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, that's
Not you broke down it.
Okay,
yeah, right. But
I wish I would have caught it.
no,
the
and
first time.
that type of
Now I
trans
look
joke,
like
I
a
would've-
dick. My bad.
Yeah, okay, I would have laughed. I didn't get it at first.
for sure. But like
Solidarity.
wow, that's so
I don't know
dope.
if that worked.
You trying to get signed? You're trying to get signed. I'm not mad at you.
Hey,
All right, yeah. I
pick the
respect
kid
it.
up.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
not to
nah.
fuck with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Just John, bro. Atlantic Records, bro. Do your
Again,
shit.
solidarity.
But yeah, what was your list again? Now that we
Hey,
broke it down,
yeah,
I just did mine.
Dave.
Bernie, Dave, Cat.
I'm not mad
In
at
that
that.
order. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, same thing. Keep 3, cut 3, but we're gonna do basketball. And I made sure to not put GOAT 1 and GOAT 2 in there. I did that on
I don't know
purpose.
the difference though.
I didn't put Braun and I didn't put.
I mean, I knew
uh,
that's what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
But
Know
it
who
wasn't.
goat is, nigga?
Yeah, I know. You and I agree with that one. All right, keep 3, cut 3. Kobe Bryant. 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 3, cut 3. Kobe Bryant Tim Duncan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Shaq, Hakeem. Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yep. What's crazy is I had KG in here, but I replaced KG with Hakeem.
I'm keeping Magic for sure.
Okay.
Like Magic is the off rip. Like I don't even have to think about it.
Respect that.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Hakeem better than Shaq. I think Hakeem was a better player.
He was a better player.
He was a more talented player.
He did better in their like
I think he was a
one-on-one
better
matchups.
defender.
I agree
Yeah,
with that
and he
too.
dominated
and he did better.
Shaq.
Yeah,
yes,
he dominated
when they
Shaq.
played.
But man, that's so tough because it's like and
Hakeem never had a Kobe. Never.
For sure.
He did have Clyde Drexler in his older years.
He
never had a Kobe.
From a one-on-one standpoint, to use football, right? Stevie Johnson put Darrelle Revis on skates. Stevie Johnson put Richard Sherman on skates. People don't have Stevie Johnson as like a pro-dominant top 5 wideout receiver ever, even though he made some of the best corners in the league look ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's a tough call. No, for sure. I'm just,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like Jordan, every that's just come with the territory.
Okay, so you're keeping Magic.
I'm keeping Hakeem.
Magic, Hakeem.
And I'm keeping Larry Bird.
You're cutting Tim Duncan?
I like Larry Bird.
You're cutting Tim Duncan?
I like that white boy.
I'm not even mad at Kobe.
I like that white boy.
He's invited to the cookout.
Larry Bird is definitely invited to the fucking cookout.
No, wait, we're belving that, bro.
To the cookout. We gonna come back to that.
No, we can do that right after.
Yeah, but I'm definitely keeping Larry Bird.
That's kind of crazy. But I if you keep Magic, I can also understand you keeping Bird. I'm going to say Tim Duncan.
You got to say thank you.
I'm going to say Tim Duncan. I can't have Shaq and Hakeem, personally.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Not as Spidey.
Spider-Man.
Small.
Not as Spidey.
It happens, bro. It's okay. Black Spider-Man's going through it right now. If y'all haven't seen Thank you. I appreciate y'all laughing at that joke. That's a good joke, bro.
No, that was good. That was
good,
good,
man. Thank you. I'm
sorry.
sorry. I don't like to brag on jokes, but this is what sucks is I made it and I didn't even like come up with the 3. I'm gonna keep Magic. I'm gonna keep Shaq and I'm gonna keep Tim Duncan.
Keeping Shaq and Tim Duncan?
Yeah.
A little redundant.
It's redundant.
It's 2 big men.
A 4 and a 5. Yeah, but
it's kind of the same nigga. It's 2 big men who can't shoot. It's kind of.
You saying Tim Duncan can't shoot?
No, I mean he could hit a little mid range, but
better than Shaq. I feel like that, like the 4 and the 5.
I'm just saying it's 2 centers. That's all I'm saying. I would have picked.
The only reason I'm not keeping Kobe is because like Kobe had a type before Kobe. Kobe just like the mob mentality and like all of it was already like it just kind of made it different, but that existed before him. So I have to cut Kobe for me.
That's unfair.
No, what? Okay, that's fine.
You can say
there wasn't a Shaq before Shaq. There wasn't a
yeah.
Hakeem.
I mean,
Hakeem. Like
what was Wilt?
Huh?
What was Wilt?
That 100-point game doesn't exist.
What do you mean it don't exist?
It doesn't exist. It didn't happen.
He didn't score 100
It didn't happen. We have footage of Men on the Moon.
Wait.
We have footage of Selma. We have footage of like plantations and shit. That shit didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Wait, so there's no footage?
It did not happen. There's no footage.
There's no footage?
There's no footage. Happen? Correct.
Yikes, bro.
We got footage of everything else except that 100-point game. That shit is not real. That shit was a fucking wives' tale.
You sound like.
I'll get in my hope tub bag. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. I'll put the kufi on right now. I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit, bro. We have interviews. Respectfully.
But why though? Like why? Like who said like let's tell niggas he scored 100 and for what? Like
it's a wives' tale. It's a legendary thing. It's like in like warrior. It's like in warrior.
A rumor about myself.
Exactly. And it's also
John
like
sold out.
Yeah, he sold the show out, bro. Yeah. Meanwhile, like 3 chairs are like in the back. Yeah.
If you did that, somebody'd be like, "No, you didn't. Nigga, I was there."
They did, and I still deny it.
But they won't ever argue with you about it being sold out. Nobody's gonna be like, "Wait, actually, it was 3 chairs that were empty." I looked.
Nah, nigga did do me like that.
Well, then fuck them.
I was like, "No, bitch, it was sold out."
Dirty as hell, but.
I was there. That nigga.
Nah, bro.
Like 2 people laughing.
We got to double down on the delusion. That's it. Bro. You got to double down.
Respectfully speaking, like I'm not trying to be insensitive, bro. We have interviews with like former slaves
12, bro. What the fuck?
Wilt Chamberlain was not in 1912,
I know,
dog.
but still, nigga, that shit was a long
They
time.
had cameras before that, dog.
That's wild.
They had people with powdered wigs, like on, like taking pictures.
They wasn't recording the game.
They didn't decide to record the 100-point game. They just decided to go
all the
record.
games. Like they recorded like
Yeah, it was like
the
special.
finals.
It was like special,
Like, they recorded the
special
finals.
events.
And
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
it, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Stop hating on Wilt, bro. He
Fuck
fucked
Wilt.
20,000 bitches.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's on the AIDS quilt. That's fine. Shout out to Will. Shout out to the AIDS quilt.
You hate nigga. You
you
ain't
hate
never
it.
fucked 20,000 bitches, nigga.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Get your bitches up, nigga.
No, get my get my
that's
money
wild.
up because if you pay for pussy,
It's
you ain't
moral.
never fucked
It's
20,000
moral.
bitches.
You pay for
What's
it.
wrong
It's
with you,
moral.
dog? You'll never fuck a small
Nah,
town.
nigga, stop hating on Will, nigga.
He didn't do it. He
What the
didn't. I'm
fuck?
sorry. He didn't do it. We got footage of everything else. We got footage of
That's
other
wild.
fucking planets, but no, not the 100-point game. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No, he didn't do it. I'm sorry. We have footage of Rosa
do you
Parks
believe-
saying no, saying I will
You
not
wild.
get off this bus.
Wow. You
But
wild.
Wilt just couldn't. No,
Do
bro.
you
Get
believe
out
we
of here.
landed on the moon?
Huh?
You believe we landed on the moon?
I would say so. However, I could understand the conspiracy of we filmed it to get back at Russia and then made them spend money into the Cold War. Either of those are fair. I would believe any one of those
Oh, this
before I
nigga
believe
going-
the
you going
before I believe the
full-
100-point
You
game.
went full
I
woke.
would believe any one of those
This
before
nigga
the
woke.
100-point game. I believe that we landed on the moon, but if we didn't land on the moon to like perpetuate the Cold War, that's fine. Wilt did not score that 100 points. Whatever you want to talk about
Do you think
espionage,
he-
spy
do you think
shit,
he had 50?
he had 50 for sure.
You think he had 70? Like, how
Maybe.
many points do you think he had that game? 'Cause
Less,
he played
less,
that game.
Less than 80.
He played.
No, he played.
That's the
He
least
played-
that nigga
He
did.
had, I'm gonna be
That nigga
real.
at least
I'm gonna be
did that.
real. He probably had 70.
Like, okay, do you know
I
there's
don't think he
foot-
had 80.
But there's footage like when he was averaging like 50
You remember,
a
you remember
game,
when
right?
you remember when Kobe put
No,
up
listen,
81?
listen.
You remember what Kobe had to do for that 81?
Yeah, like 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
When we had cameras.
Whip shit was like 80.
Oh wait a
No, no.
minute. We had
That shit
cameras
was like 80.
the whole time. We've had cameras.
Nigga.
This whole
Nah,
time.
bro. They had the
Yeah,
cameras. They
camera
was doing this.
Them hoes as big as
That's
this
fine.
desk,
Where
nigga.
was he?
Them hoes
Where
bigger
was he?
than
It's
this
basketball?
desk.
Take care of his kids. He had to record the
You're
basketball
telling me
game
the
yesterday.
cameraman was
His
a
arm
proud
was
father?
tired. Nigga had to ice this shit.
Hey, bro, would you rather record Wilt Chamberlain or raise your kids? Man, fuck them kids.
Nigga, he wasn't-
I'm gonna go
Real
record
talk.
Wilt Chamberlain.
He wasn't
Pause.
Wilt
Real
Chamberlain
talk.
at that point.
That's
nigga.
insanity.
Like, niggas didn't give a fuck about basketball. Like that's like lacrosse now.
Nigga-
Like
Basketball was invented in
pickleball.
like
Yeah, like,
1845.
who's the
nigga.
best
Basketball
polo
was invented
player?
by a
Like,
doctor, bro. Like they cared about Wilt
Show me
Chamberlain,
the
bro.
LeBron, the pickleball,
They
and then I'll give
cared
a
about
fuck.
Jackie Robinson, bro.
Then I'll
There's a
get-
whole
show me a
shit
nigga
about Jackie
dunking
Robinson.
out there on
nigga,
fucking
who's the
pickleball,
best
bitch.
Polo player.
I don't know shit about
Exactly,
polo.
nigga. That's how
LeBron
they thought about
DeJean,
polo.
nigga.
That is not how they thought about
That's
basketball,
how they
bro.
thought about
Basketball was
basketball.
basketball. It's just
Yeah,
like
I don't
more
give a fuck
people
about
got
polo
bodies.
till a nigga on the horse,
insanity.
nigga doing crazy shit.
Nah, bro. They don't. They also
Fuck.
don't film. All right, bro. He didn't score that 100.
I'm just saying, you know, there's footage of when he was averaging like 50 and shit.
I bet
right?
he got 50. I bet he got 70.
So if a nigga was averaging 50, you don't think he could have scored 100?
I bet you money Kobe put up more points in that 81-point game than Wilt ever put up in his life.
You don't think a nigga who was averaging
Damn.
50?
Plus, not to
Hold on,
mention
hold on.
20,000 women. Like you
So-
probably like the AIDS quilt was
so-
like you had breathing problems. Like you
Nah,
you
he
couldn't have put up 100
admitted to
points
shit though. He was a real nigga.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it
I
was,
don't know,
it was
bro.
different times back
Have
then.
you ever like?
That was normal
I'm
back
not gonna
then,
do that.
shit,
I'm not
nigga.
gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
No,
don't
actually,
know who.
I
I'm
don't give a
saying.
fuck.
I'm saying like from a health standpoint, right? Like if you like.
Hey, this is
We're all
this
too.
a-
We're
listen. This is all for entertainment.
absolutely
purposes.
for
Remember,
entertainment
you know what I'm
purposes.
saying? This
We're,
is-
everybody on this podcast is too young for AIDS, right?
Yeah.
But like,
Whoa.
Damn, it got dark.
that's why I said. Bro. That's what I'm saying. That's
I
what I'm
didn't know you
saying.
was going there.
That's
My
all I
bad.
gotta say,
Okay,
bro. That's all I gotta
alright.
say. Like, bro. That's
Yeah.
why Magic is like one of the best of all time.
Nah, what
'Cause
is
to
too
have-
young? What
to
is
have
too young
AIDS-
for
I was just
AIDS?
thinking that. Like, what is too young for AIDS?
We don't have AIDS. Like
Nah,
that's what I'm
niggas-
saying. Like
niggas
there's-
still
Niggas
getting
our
AIDS.
age
yeah,
have
but
AIDS.
they're
Niggas still
fine.
getting AIDS.
They're fine. You don't know.
Niggas
They're fine, fine.
And
Name
it's
one
the
guy
AIDS
with
still out.
besides Magic.
still out.
Besides Magic, name one celebrity with AIDS. Or name anybody with AIDS that's like doing bad.
Honestly, nigga, if I could be
Damn,
real
I
with
got
you,
AIDS. That fucked my day
if
up.
I got AIDS, I wouldn't tell niggas
Yeah, I
I
was
got
gonna
AIDS.
say,
But
nigga.
there you
like,
go.
He
Nigga,
had to tell
you
niggas
got
because he had to
medication for it.
retire.
You got
Nigga,
medication
if I'm
for
an
it now.
actor, I could keep acting.
Yeah,
AIDS.
bitch. Yeah.
You're just gonna get skinnier roles.
Bitch. Yeah. Bitch,
If I do
hey,
TV, I gotta tell nobody.
put it on the after effect, nigga. I know.
Hey, bro, give me my muscles back. That's
I know,
crazy.
I know I'm skinny,
For
nigga,
sure,
but put
for
it on
sure.
the after.
Yeah, nah, but like
he
they got
had to
medicine
do.
for that
He
shit
had
now.
to tell niggas because they be sweating and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
shit,
saying?
yeah.
They
You
be
blood, nigga. Your
rubbing
blood.
bodies and shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
So
sure.
Bust your lip and
you know
nigga,
what I mean? But
I flip out
I
if a
think
nigga
it's. I think you'd
sweat
be
got in my
surprised. I
mouth.
think
AIDS sweat in your mouth? Oh my god.
That's insane.
that's
That's wild for
crazy.
a plethora of reasons.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I've played basketball and nobody's
never
ever
thought
sweat in
about
my
that.
have Is that a thing?
I mean, like, nigga, just
I get
Yeah,
everybody.
nigga, you sweating. You bumping
sweating,
everybody's
bro.
like playing
Nigga, you
hard.
could, like a nigga could just jump down and
You
nigga
taste
be
sweat.
sweating so much.
Yeah, bro.
Have you ever been sweating so much that
That's
like you could
insane.
jump and
No,
sweat?
I got it.
Come
No, I
off your
got.
shirt,
No, I
pause.
understand like sweating a
No,
lot. But,
nigga,
like,
and just think.
you don't close your
and I
mouth
don't
when you play
know-
basketball. Like,
No, nigga,
Nigga,
listen.
you clearly
Okay.
tell me you've never played basketball.
And
nigga.
come on,
What?
hear
I
me
play
out.
basketball, but
If
like,
you guard Magic Johnson, you know this
Ew.
nigga got AIDS.
This nigga sound like Karl Malone.
You know this nigga got AIDS, and this nigga, some way somehow, a drop of his AIDS sweat
drop of his AIDS.
drop right there. What you doing? What the fuck? Right there.
There's a difference between right here. No, for sure. I'm not arguing that.
Spray me down.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like,
Stop the game.
Bro, I don't-
Stop the fucking game.
bro, I don't. Pause. I don't like play basketball with an open mouth. Like, it'd be
No,
once a
I'm
year
telling
and
me
a grit
why
your
you
teeth
hooping
and
your
shit.
mouth don't never
Forget
open.
them out.
Oh
Forget
my
them
God.
out. Pause.
I can't even ask that shit.
Bro,
Forget-
CJ Stroud fucked this up for everybody, bro.
I got a wild mouth. No.
Damn.
That nigga said wide. He knew what he was doing.
Bro, if
He putting the ad out there.
if in 2 weeks time comes out and we find out CJ Stroud has AIDS, I apologize, bro. I'm sorry. It's not like that, bro. It's just all parody.
Bro, but if you
man.
hooping like nigga,
No, I get it. I'm
you
just
could be tired.
That's
and you
what
No,
like,
I'm just podding right
No,
now. I
I'm
get
going,
it. I understand.
I may sue you, nigga. Like, nigga, did your AIDS
I'm
sweat?
suing you. I'm suing this gym.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm suing
the
Nigga,
whole
because somebody should have known you had AIDS.
Suing the head coach.
Somebody should have known.
This wasn't in the waiver, nigga. You ain't let me know
y'all
that.
just
Nigga.
Might get AIDS.
You withheld information, nigga. I'm calling my
That's
lawyer.
crazy.
You didn't put that
Are there
in
any
the
other
waiver.
like diseases that like athletes have like gotten through
Why wasn't
in
that
terms
in
of
the
like
waiver?
in terms of like a difficult sport? Like if you're in the Special Olympics and everybody has polio,
Hey,
and it's like,
no,
okay,
I
that's a
don't-
level playing field. But
This
like,
is Aaron.
Yo, so did you just make an
This is
AIDS
Aaron.
Olympics?
This is
you
Aaron
just make
talking.
a-
no, I'm not saying like an Yo, an STD Olympics would be fun.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
This is Jewish
Everybody-
Aaron
Wow.
speaking.
Yo, those interviews would be nasty.
Wow, bro. Nigga, imagine the nigga that don't got an STD.
Those-
interviewing them niggas. Nigga 3 seats
Those
down. How do you think your performance was tonight?
That sucks, bro. Bro, you know Team Gonorrhea would take it because they just like have a bad piss and they be going. But like, bro, the Team Gonorrhea would fuck up Team
shit.
Herpes Simplex too.
Oh my god.
You don't gotta scratch your
Nigga.
balls while playing or anything.
Them
like
AIDS
that.
niggas, they out the game.
Nah, they're skinny.
They
They're too
energy
skinny.
levels, yeah,
nah,
yeah.
yeah.
having trouble breathing.
yeah.
That's not
They gotta take
okay.
them,
God,
The pill ads we be
Are you
seeing.
apologizing to God now?
I am.
You
'cause
can't
God,
curse.
I don't want AIDS, God. I don't.
Damn.
So keep it.
Really? Keep
Keep it
Keep it
it.
away from me.
I think
Keep
you'll be all right.
Keep living with it. You.
Yeah.
Not me.
Karma's gonna be a bitch.
No,
when
that's
we're
what-
on the same wheelchair basketball team in the next 3
Yo,
years.
Earl! That you, Earl?
Damn.
They got you too, huh?
Earl finna be like, you can never fuck with me in wheelchair basketball. You a
Nigga,
bitch.
you ain't seen it, bitch.
I
You
knew we
ain't-
shouldn't have been talking shit.
I'm sorry, yeah, nah.
Damn studio.
I
I'd be-
remember the day.
I'd be
Y'all-
bad
we
at
was in
wheelchair
Lancaster.
basketball because I'd be a smartass the whole time. I'd be guarding you, being like, "You traveling? You traveling?"
I bet you got AIDS.
Everybody.
We all do.
AIDS put you in a wheelchair? That's super AIDS.
Oh,
All right, bro. On a more serious note, I was talking to everybody here about like what we're gonna talk about, and like on a more serious note, John, you wanted to say some things about like the CEO
Oh,
shooting
yeah, man.
and Luigi. So like, what do you think about that whole thing?
I just think it's wild, bro. I think so for those of you that don't know, it's been big news, but the CEO of United
United
Healthcare.
Okay, yeah.
He got a
Like
pop
one of the
bot.
fourth largest companies
Yeah,
in
bro.
the world. Or something.
Mind you, I work for
Can we get
a top 3. Like I work for Blue Cross Blue Shield, bro. So like,
see if he could fix the arm. I'm sorry, bro.
oh, you good? Like niggas was nervous when that because we got a black CEO like for our company, so we was nervous when the nigga said a CEO got popped. So, but shit distracting as fuck.
You got it.
Yeah,
You're talking about class warfare, bro.
My bad.
I'm tapped in with you.
No, I think it's just wild. I think it shows a lot about us as Americans. There's projects and plans going in place for people to like respect and keep it like for the CEO's safety. Like now even though it's been recorded that the CEO has made millions of dollars denying claims. So
Yeah.
And like, so there's even though that fact is out there, there's still programs being put in place by the government to protect CEOs and not protect the mistakes that the CEO made. Like it's millions of people that were denied healthcare or denied like viable access to their surgeries because this nigga's denying them so he can pocket money for himself. Like that's wild as fuck, bro. Niggas is dying because a nigga want to make more money. And now that a nigga got popped and now the nigga somebody got fed up.
You think it's justified?
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying, because Trump was like, man, any nigga that agree with Luigi is despicable.
He's awful. He's not even the best character in Mario. Honestly, who the fuck plays Luigi in Super Smash Bros? Not me. I main Ganondorf.
No, real talk. He said that.
Luigi.
He's like, bro, any nigga that agrees with Luigi is a scumbag.
That's just him protecting vested interest.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's niggas like higher ups that are worried about him. But the reason why we can relate or even like agree with Luigi killing him is because there's people like us that have been on the receiving end of niggas that have been denied claims or just been fucked over by people in higher up places.
Yeah.
And we like, yeah, fuck that nigga, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hate to see somebody die overall in general, period. But it's like, bro, you had some crazy sin. It's a famous quote by Genghis Khan. He said, had you have not committed great sin, a plague like me would not be upon you. And that nigga had it coming, bro.
Genghis Khan.
You think the CEO making those decisions?
I think the
CEO making those right there. You think he's making those decisions like himself?
Yes. That's how you make those billions.
You think he goes like...
Yes.
If yes, not just by him, by the board.
He makes the regulations.
You think he goes, yes, you, no, you.
No. But I think he puts pressure on the people that have to make those decisions.
He builds the rules and regulations that employees below him have to follow. Right? So like anybody that owns a company. I
can have a good heart.
Yes.
But if it's between me having a good heart and having my job and protecting my kids and taking care of my family, I'm gonna do my job. Yeah. You feel me? Like, and it sucks because it's I want to give you that claim. I want you to have access to your healthcare. But if it's versus me having access to my children's healthcare, it's me versus you. Yeah. But they pitting. The same thing the Germans said after World War II. Damn. Fuck. And they created the biggest vacuum for Hitler to come on and come into power. That's all I'm saying, bro. And keep in mind, Hitler was he was in jail before everything popped off. He gained a lot of his following in jail.
It wasn't directly before everything popped off. He went to jail in 1933, and then he took power in 39. So like there was a specific But it was
I'm saying it's a vacuum. It was a vacuum of power. Yeah.
But what had happened was in the term of because Germany was in such like economic turmoil, like everybody needs a scapegoat at the end of the day. So what he did was like, oh, instead of like the wartime issues, the wartime things fucking up the economy. No, it was actually, a bleep, but like this group of people, and we need to exterminate that group of people because they got us to where we are.
Where we are now.
And you're not going to fact check that if you're like starving. So it's like, yeah, fuck them. If that's the source of my problem.
How the fuck we going to fact check it back then?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that's just my take on
it.
I know that was deep.
Wilt scored 100 points. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, I get what y'all saying.
What are you saying, though?
This tough. Honestly, because I honestly, you can have a point, but I just feel like that's a point. That's a greater point. I don't think killing one person does anything. I don't think it changes anything. Because I think you can say that about a bunch of other businesses.
I mean,
maybe people don't die. You know what I'm saying? But all these
a head always regrows a snake. A snake always regrows his head.
Yeah.
So like.
It's kind of like how I feel about like when I don't want to get too crazy on this, but it's kind of like when black people and we just go fuck shit up when we mad about something or when somebody get found not guilty. It's like, fuck it, let's just go destroy our own stores.
No,
I don't think
that's not.
I don't think that's a good decision.
Sorry,
I agree with you on that. I just don't agree with it in this instance.
I don't really like saying that because niggas would be like, oh, well, what do you suggest? I don't have a better solution. I don't.
Wait.
But I do not think just fucking shit up
I got you.
Is the solution.
So what?
Especially when you fucking our shit up.
Okay. Like, so I'm gonna I guess kind of take a couple ideas from what you just said just to clarify. So you're talking about fucking up businesses. Are you talking about riots that happen whenever like certain things are like perpetuated by the police?
George Zimmerman found not guilty.
George Zimmerman, Floyd, all that
shit like that. Yeah.
Okay, look, I'm not going to condone the loss of innocent life. I'm not going to condone like unlawful things.
Vigilante.
However,
yeah,
if we're going to stand on natural law and like humanitarian laws, certain things, the reason that America is and like most first world countries are so like quote unquote sophisticated is because they have a system in place. It's not perfect. It's fucked up actually, because sometimes they weaponize it against people that don't deserve it. But the one silver lining of the system, quote unquote, what makes us better than like normal dictatorships, is that there is a right to free speech to keep the government in check, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when government and special interest groups around typically like the 70s and 80s, obviously like things like slavery and states' rights were like a big thing before that, but when big businesses kind of started taking vested interest in corporations and in politics, they started donating to certain like political parties, and political parties had to switch. And then when the political parties switched, then that's when you saw like a lot of Republican nowadays voters kind of shoe in more interest for business under the guise of, oh, this is American regulation, this is freedom, blah, blah, blah. What that actually means is freedom to privatize a bunch of things. And when you privatize a bunch of things under an individual, then that individual gets to make certain decisions
Yeah.
under the guise of saving money. So, and that's what leads to the United Healthcare having a 42% denial rate. So the system cannot catch that, because that system, our American system, was meant to behoove and benefit people like that. I'm going to get to your point about like riots in a minute. I'm sorry, this is taking a minute, but because that system was built.
I know this personal for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My cousin. That was my cousin.
Hey man.
No, you know you got that shit.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
No judgment though.
Come on.
Okay.
Bring it home, man.
We can't riot. We can't riot, but you got white privilege. What the fuck? What are we doing?
No,
What?
continue your point, bro.
Are you
I'm sorry.
serious?
Continue your point, bro.
Damn, bro. Black people be doing too much, but
Nah.
whitey.
In your defense,
No.
you got a nigga. You got a nigga disability. I will say.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
thanks,
got a
man.
What I
nigga.
said.
Oh, diabetes?
That's what. Yeah,
You got a nigga disability.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm talking
do.
about.
No, for
In your-
sure.
in your
I be
defense.
checking the
That's
shit
why
out of
I
my blood
said,
sugar,
like,
bro.
you know
Just
what I'm saying?
saying,
That shit-
your
this is
defense.
personal for you.
Never forget my 9 and my insulin.
That shit off your chest.
yeah.
But yeah, bro, like,
You got a
That nigga
nigga
wish that was-
disability.
nigga wish that was him popping that on.
hey, bro, I'll. You want diabetes and I'll be black?
I
we'll
would do
trade
the
for a little
same
bit.
shit.
No, but like, at that point, like, if the government is not in your best interest, and the government will not make rules and regulations to protect like the American citizens that it was designed to protect, then that's
was
kind of
never-
then that's kind of what happens.
I
Like
don't wanna get
this
too
is a
deep in it, bro.
byproduct.
Because
we've
This
nev-
is
but we've
this is
nev-
a byproduct of the system. I'm not
Listen,
saying
listen,
murder is
that's it.
legal.
Listen, hold on.
How many people were murdered because of denied coverage?
America's
Okay.
never been.
How many
in the
people were
favor of
dead
the
because of
people.
denied coverage? Like if by the metric.
No, listen. You make valid points.
You do.
I don't think anybody's going to be talking about this 30 days from now.
I disagree.
I gotta disagree with you, bro. This is
We'll
is
come
something
back to this
because this
This
is
is a big
something
deal.
that
Okay,
changes
60
the
days.
tides of history, bro.
Once niggas stop talking about it, I think it's over.
But I think that's why the
I don't think
government
we
is
will be
trying to
talking
is
about this
creating
in-
programs for CEOs, bro. Because you're not looking at the bigger picture, bro. If like just think if
I don't think he's looking at the bigger picture.
Luigi or
yeah, Luigi.
he may
No,
not be.
he is looking at the bigger picture
But
because
listen,
he
bro,
knew
'cause
he was
if
going
he-
to spend the rest of his life in
If
jail
he
and still make
inspires,
that call.
listen,
No,
bro.
that's a fact.
Yeah,
If he
that's definitely bigger
inspires the
picture.
masses for his purpose, that's dangerous to CEOs, bro. Which is why they're putting programs in place for CEOs. If just think, bro, if what he did inspires millions of others to be like, man, fuck these CEOs that are fucking over people. Let's all band together and try to take them out. That's what they're scared of, bro. Because CEOs for big companies like that are a part of the 5%ers. So you start banding together, taking these niggas out. Oh shit. The 95%ers are going against the 3%ers,
Yeah,
the 1%ers.
Yeah.
That's a problem for them, bro.
No, that's a fact.
That's a huge problem. That's the same
It's
reason
a
they took
problem that
out.
they've dealt with before, though.
Yeah,
It's
and they dealt with in the 60s and the 70s, taking
Yeah.
out all our people. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's a big. But that's what I'm saying. They trying to address that shit now. Like they want to.
I'm just saying that the shit that he's fighting, the shit that y'all talking about, the shit that you're trying to address, you don't even address in a generation. This is shit that you you do shit now that is going to affect our kids.
Okay.
This doesn't happen in like a 5-year, 2-year.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't.
I agree with
this
you.
is some shit that takes 10 years, 20 years, 30 years to happen. Like, we needed Martin to do what he did for the black shit, and then it taken 10 years, 20 years. Now you see the difference. It's not like 67, then 68 is you see.
Okay.
It depends, bro.
Can I
I'm
say this?
I'm saying shit like this. Like, you talking about
I get what you're saying.
the American
You're talking about
insurance health system.
You're
like,
talking about Martin.
It's huge, bro.
This is not.
I got you.
A quick.
No. It's not a quick
agree
fix.
with you,
However, and I'm not trying. I am not on this
agree with you,
app on
but
this fucking podcast advocating for unnecessary violence. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
This is all parody.
Entertainment
Okay.
purposes.
But like, when there was, I'm sorry to be cliche. I'm sorry to be textbook. But such a big issue like slavery. Okay. What had to happen for slavery to be removed on a not just a moral level, but on a legislative level? To violence.
Money, bro. It
no,
wasn't even violence. It was
violence?
the Civil War, dog. Like
The
the
Civil-
violence.
Do you know
dog.
why Abraham Lincoln finally freed the slaves? It wasn't because of violence,
And even
bro.
after he did that, it still
Wasn't
took
'cause of-
another 100 years.
No,
for us to all the way to
what you're saying,
violence. It was 'cause of
what
money.
you're saying is like the
It was
antecedent.
'cause of money, bro.
The predetermined reason for the North, like yes, white people were still racist. There wasn't like
Why
a bunch
they ended it, yes, is because of violence, but why it
because of
popped.
violence. But
come
why it popped out? No, I agree with you.
money,
Was because
nigga.
of money. But if
Slaves
it
was
all right,
making
cool.
money for them
Let's take
niggas.
the Civil War shit out of it completely for a minute.
Okay.
Then. You're just talking about money. Do you know how much? Again, we're dealing with hypotheticals, but if you know how much longer that shit would have taken if we were only arguing about like the 3/5 compromise and like what defines a human and like the owning of another human from an economic standpoint.
Absolutely.
No, but and I'm not trying to be crass, but when your next door neighbor from fucking Moowop, Tennessee, gets their fucking head kicked in
Yeah.
by John Brown,
Yeah.
the northern fucking abolitionist, and then that creates violence, and then I want my slaves, fuck you, and then this
Fear.
happens,
Fear.
the fear, and then
Fear.
and then it makes it
Fear
quicker.
of the
and
fear,
then
fear of
Reconstruction-
redemption
and then-
from the
yes,
people that they've
and
been
then Reconstruction
fucking over.
happened, and then again it's still slow, but violence perpetuates the speed, and
But
this
that's not. I agree.
It
with
makes
you,
it
bro.
faster.
But it's not. It's not.
would we
it's
still
violence,
we would not be
fear.
sitting at this
It's not
table
violence,
if
it's
it
more
was
so
only if
fear.
we only had to rely on free speech and like economic incentive.
Yeah.
We just wouldn't be. Like, we would, I don't know where we'd be, but we would not be treated as equals because in terms of like the state of debate and the state of fuck everything being talked about and everything being brought to the table from a free speech standpoint,
Right.
everything like that, like that's not going to, people will sit and argue for hours, which turns into days, which turns into years,
Absolutely.
which turns into months.
Absolutely.
Like Roe v. Wade, we haven't had a violent revolution about Roe v. Wade
In a wa-
because it took forever to get passed, and then it didn't take very long to get like rejected because it's a perpetual marketplace of ideas. But
That's
when,
a whole nother conversation.
unfortunately, the marketplace of ideas takes time. So when there is something to such a moral high standpoint on healthcare and human rights and people dying, which is also why I disagree with you about the like the race riots and stuff with like, I mean, rest in peace, like the George Floyds, the Ahmaud Arbery's, because like police violence is still happening. But I'm gonna hold on one second and then I'll let you go. I will draw the comparison. Look up United Healthcare's acceptance rate now. It was 42% as of 3 weeks ago. As stupid as it sounds, even if it goes down to 37%, that's a big difference. When George Floyd happened and all these people were like protesting, even if it was violent, even if businesses were burned, we weren't burning like people weren't burning mom and pop shops, dog. Like,
So
like
you think-
hold on.
Okay.
So people weren't burning down like mom and pop shops and
They
like
were.
independent businesses. No, they weren't.
They had to.
They
stop
were
them.
burning
People
down
had to stop them.
AutoZones and Wendy's.
People had to
That is not
stop
a
them
mom
to
and pop shop.
differentiate. But I get what
Like
you're saying.
the insurance companies will cover them.
No,
okay,
but
like
it's-
I'm not trying to like put a price on human life, but like in that I'm sorry, but like in that violent cycle of revolution, that is what accelerates real change. Because when you have to have, and I'm not advocating
I
for
agree
needless
with
violence.
you, but disagree with you.
Okay,
I
what does
agree.
that mean?
Because listen, bro, MLK and it goes back to the basic thought of philosophy between MLK and Malcolm X, bro. Do we
MLK.
do we protest? You said early MLK.
MLK.
Okay. I fuck with you, you woke.
MLK wrote a
Okay.
memoir
I
and
fuck
said,
with you,
"I
you
walked
woke.
my people into a burning house by
I fuck
saying we
with you,
should
you
lock arms
woke.
with white people."
Okay, I hear you.
All right.
Yeah, early MLK. I'll give you that. Like it was the contrast of those arguments, bro.
Right.
Malcolm X had a viable solution. You feel me? MLK just wanted to exist with these niggas. Like he wanted to just exist.
Mhm.
Versus Malcolm X had a solution to make people take us serious as a people. And I think, and I agree with you. MLK did come around towards the end of his death, but at that point it was too late. At that point it was too late.
He was killed by the FBI.
I got 2 points. 2 points I want to bring to you. First of all, when you say, "Oh, they was burning down Wendy's," it wasn't no mom and pop. If my mom and pop store is across the street from that Wendy's, it brings the value of my mom and pop store down. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
In
a suburb, it doesn't, because house values and property
Aaron,
values are not
across the
dictated
street from your house
by
gets
city
robbed
violence. Bro.
Often.
You're talking.
People
You're talking
get breaking
about,
in it. That brings the value
That's
of the whole
different.
neighborhood
That's
down.
different.
It does.
You're talking about residential things.
It's the same thing. If it's crime happens over here, it brings the value down. It's the area.
I agree with you because
like it's not gonna be like
you're in a place where that happened.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like Lancaster,
yeah.
Lancaster was a very popular city. You feel me? Like Lancaster was a white city, but long before it was a white city. I mean, and over time,
if something happens in that neighborhood gets that rap. Like if we find out, like, okay, listen.
If I burn down a Wendy's in North Richland
how
Hills,
much you pay for this?
the value of North Richland Hills does not go down. North Richland Hills is still North Richland Hills.
You know what niggas gonna say? If that keeps happening, damn, niggas be fucking shit up in North Richland Hills. It don't matter what business
because they live
about.
somewhere else. It's not mad black people living in North Richland Hills.
And if I'm thinking about moving to North Richland Hills, I'm gonna think about that, and I'm not gonna move there.
You're gonna
which
think about,
brings the value down. That's my point. Like that's just obvious.
It's still a rich city, and it's still a predominantly white city.
But they're not.
If people, hold on, hold on,
Aaron, I was like,
I got you.
First of all, this doesn't always happen in rich cities. It doesn't always happen in rich cities.
I got you.
It don't matter. And if that happens normal in a rich city, it's no longer going to be a rich city. Frisco is Frisco because that doesn't happen in Frisco. If that started happening a lot in Frisco, then Frisco wouldn't have the same prestige that it holds as terms of like niceness and like the money that it brings.
But there were still protests in Frisco. Like that shit still happened in Frisco.
Hold on. Second thing I wanted to ask you. You think the CEOs and the niggas who's making the decisions for United Healthcare is now going to all of a sudden be like, maybe I should accept a little bit more niggas now? You think do you think they're really going to think like that?
Statistically, for right now, that is what's happening. I don't know if it'll keep up in the next couple months, but as of right now, statistically, that is what's happening.
I mean, that's just like old buddy,
but that's
wide mouth going online and saying I'm sorry. Like, nah, bro.
With all due respect, I don't think
I get called, I'm gonna apologize a billion times. My bad, baby.
I don't even think we gotta listen. I don't even think we got a big enough sample size to say that because that's just business fluctuates with time to time. Sure. So I'm sure their accepting positions probably fluctuates from time to time. Like I don't think it's been long enough to say.
You can't blame the nature of like business.
I'm saying I don't think you can say like, oh yeah, in these 3 weeks. So this proves it. Like you know what I'm saying. I think we need a longer sample size just to say.
All right,
like
I will tell you in 3 weeks later. I think that because
I think you need longer than 6 weeks.
I'm not trying to be crude, but because the CEO swallowed a fucking bullet, like that is going to put everybody on notice.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, you right now. I don't think the people
it'll show not as much.
Because you know who's going to take the CEO spot? Somebody who was working with that CEO all the time. They knew him. That was probably their friend.
I work in HR, bro. That's exactly what happened.
So they're not going to be like, oh yeah, you killed my people.
I work in healthcare. I understand.
So they're not going to be like, oh yeah, you killed my friend. Let's give them what they want now.
No, let's give the people what they want for now.
If I fear for my own safety, I'm going to move around differently.
While we're giving people what they want right now, let's clean up for the future. Like while we're gonna do, I hear you, bro, because you're right. Listen, yeah, statistically, but it's no different than a nigga that just got caught cheating, bro. I'm gonna be like, baby, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna do good for right now until you get back on the good side.
I don't think getting caught cheating.
And I'm even planning how I'm gonna cheat the nigga.
CEO assassinations are the same thing.
And again, that's not every nigga.
I get your analogy.
That's not every nigga.
Entertainment.
It's not every CEO. That's not every nigga.
Entertainment.
I'm just saying.
If you work in a high value, high money job that involves you skewing other people's human rights for profit incentive.
I think you're giving too much humanity to the niggas that are in those rooms.
No, I'm not. I'm doing the opposite.
Insurance is not
okay.
I'm doing the exact opposite actually.
Oh, let me hear you.
Is that so? Like when unfortunately profit incentive because of capitalism, that just is what it is. Like that is capitalism.
Insurance is not a human right.
Health. Are you what?
Like, what do you mean a human right? What do you mean by that? Like, name another human right? What does that mean?
What is it like? Something liberty in the pursuit of happiness under the Constitution. Like, if I
nowhere in the Constitution say like you.
What the fuck do you think pursuit of happiness means? If you get shot and you can't afford to like get sewn up, it can't be sorry. Like my pursuit of happiness and my like society that I live in
I think health insurance
dictates
should be a part of
dictates
this.
that I get at least enough affordable health care for them to get the fucking bullet out my shoulder, bro.
Should be.
That is a
I'm
human
asking,
right.
like,
There's no okay, but
I'm
you're
saying,
saying
like,
it should
according
be.
to
We go back to
It
what we
needs to be.
started with
Listen.
humanity. I mean, what was your
Nigga,
quote, bodyguard? What was your quote? The 2 quotes that you had.
Listen,
You talking about illegal
No. You used like what's illegal and what's immoral.
versus
2 different
illegal
things.
versus immoral?
And
Yeah,
you said
it
the
is,
2
it is
quotes.
completely.
Prohibitor versus mala inse. Mala prohibitor is something that a man prohibits. It's prohibited by man. Mala inse is wrong by moral code.
By moral
See
code.
what I'm saying, bro?
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
That's what
So,
we-
but okay, if your man, like, if the man in question has profit incentive, and it's like, oh, okay, well, if I cut off, like, if I deny these 20 people, my fucking profit incentive goes like way up, then you're gonna do that. That's the nature of capitalism. It's not right, but you are going to compromise and cut up these people's human rights for your business to flourish.
right.
27
that's
million
wrong.
people.
I guess I'm confused as to
Listen.
whether you saying that's right or that's wrong.
That is
Like,
wrong.
that's
So
what I'm saying.
unfortunately,
Like, that's wrong.
because what I said earlier about businesses being in the pocket of politicians, being in the pocket, and we can talk about that later if you want to talk about special interest groups, marketing budgets, and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yep.
Like when they passed that in the 80s, it was fucking over. Once Roger Stone and all of them came to power, got Nixon elected, you could spend all this money to get these people elected, and then that becomes a fucking circle and a trade-off. Then okay, cool. The American people are done for. The average American people are done for because like you're going to just like pay through your own circle, and that's why these United Healthcare CEOs and like these CEOs in general are where they're at. I'm not trying to sit here and advocate for like mindless class warfare. However, like they're not in it for morals. They're not in it for human rights. They're in it to make money.
Because
couldn't
it's a
agree with you
business,
more.
though.
It's
Because it's a business. Fuck your
You
business.
don't get in business to
Fuck
like
your business.
for morals.
I
You
have
get in a
human.
business
I
to
have
make
rights.
money.
I have natural God-given rights
that's the-
that will not be
Listen,
infringed.
I
dog.
don't know why
that
you
will
keep-
not
listen,
be infringed,
Aaron,
whether it's by a
always
CEO or by
colliding.
anybody
Aaron,
else.
Hold
dog.
on. No, I gotta
Always
John.
colliding,
Hold
bro.
on. Aaron, we get into this a lot because you live in a idealistic world.
No,
I
it
agree.
isn't.
It should be that way.
Okay.
But the data it's over 25 million people in America who don't have health insurance.
And I'm so glad.
And
So
that's
by
fucked up.
definition,
America.
so
And
by
that's wrong.
definition, it's not a human right if 25 million people don't got it.
But
It's not a human right.
But it's not a human right by
It's not.
American standards.
By
you
the
feel me?
American
By
standard, it's
American
not-
standards.
Also,
Americans
just because
are
people don't
humans.
have it. Just because
We're not
people
the
don't-
only country who don't.
I think,
we are
housing
evil
should be a
humans.
human
Like,
right.
nigga, it's-
That doesn't mean that people have it.
That's my point. You
I
live
go-
in an idealistic world.
It is not idealistic. That is literally what it fucking says in the Constitution. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is what it fucking said. That is why we
So
wrote
why
this shit,
25
dog.
so why
But the
25 million
problem
people
is,
don't have
but the
insurance?
problem is, no,
So
because
why
now I'm
25
mad.
million people
Because
don't have
like,
insurance?
no, because hold on. Because
Why
that,
do 25
when-
million people don't
when-
have insurance?
Capitalism.
When there you go. Because
Capitalism.
it came down
That's
to
why.
like, oh, okay, well, we want rights, but like, if it means we can save money and have our rights, then fuck those other people.
Capitalism is
No,
why.
that's what it's gonna have
Because
to
there's
be.
other countries that operate perfectly
saying-
fine with free healthcare, like perfectly fine.
We had to kill people to end slavery, dog. Like, it's
Name
the same
another-
thing.
Name another somebody having to do work ways like, oh, that's your human right. Like, because in order for you to
Do you
get
believe
healthcare,
water is a human
somebody
right?
has to work.
Do you believe water is a human right?
Yeah.
What if you can't afford the water?
Because there are people
can
that
get
die
water,
from
like-
dehydration. No. You can't get it.
Not
you
always.
can't get clean water everywhere. You cannot. You can't. Flint.
Because it's a
Flint,
privatized
if you
industry.
drink from a water fountain in
said
Flint,
water.
nigga, you
You
get.
said water.
Yes.
Water is a right. You can find water. You can go get water yourself.
Can you find healthy water?
You can
'Cause
find
water in Flint-
healthcare.
Water
It's
in
just
Flint
a lot
can
harder.
kill you.
You
And water's
should
free
have
in Flint.
human
So,
right.
okay, so
Okay.
maybe we just disagree
Yes,
on human right.
because
Like,
human
I think
right-
human right is like
Something
the
that
ability
he-
to walk.
But
To breathe,
but
huh?
exactly. But
Like,
but,
those are
but
human
I think,
rights.
I think that, but you've been conditioned
That's why
to think
you get
that, bro.
killed. That's
No,
why,
that-
like,
that's what
that's
the-
why you get
No,
punished
that's
if
what
you
the
shoot
data
somebody and
tells
they're
me. That's what
paralyzed.
That's what
Facts are.
America's
You
data
that's
tells.
what
compromise their
the
human
data-
rights.
Bro, because
So America is the only country that has like millions of people without healthcare?
no, not the
It's,
only,
it's
but
the only developed country that's like that. Yes, every
And you
other
said
like
developed.
normal
They're
European
developed.
country
There's
has.
over 200 countries. Not all of them is like fully developed.
Yes, because
I think about Switzerland.
That's because
My-
all the
the first
first
one that
world,
goes to mind
that's
is
because
Switzerland,
all
bro.
the first world countries looted all the third world countries for their natural resources and other things for
Bro,
business
there's a
interests.
reason for everything.
It's all
I'm just
connected.
saying
It's all
that's
the
not
same
like
thing.
Your human right. That's all I'm saying. It's not your human right because the data tells us. Like the facts
Bro,
tell us
listen.
it's not your
Okay,
human
let me
right.
ask.
I would argue that-
Earl, let me ask you a real question, bro. If you got shot right now, you got shot. We walking out of here right now. You got shot.
Damn, fuck.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
morbid.
no,
Yeah,
real
no,
talk.
knock on
Real
wood,
talk.
bro.
My bad. I hate that. I hate that.
That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Respect
bodyguard.
that, yeah.
Oh
Bodyguard be-
shit. We good, Earl.
bodyguard
We
about
good,
that
Earl.
shit, yeah, nah.
Nah, real quick. If you
Appreciate
walked
it.
out and you got shot, bro, you don't have no health insurance.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Like you don't have nothing. You didn't have nothing, and you went to the hospital. Them niggas said, "I can't operate on." Even though you about to die, I cannot operate on you because you don't have health insurance. What?
It's
now?
fucked up.
It's fucked up,
It's
bro.
terrible.
So that's not a human right for you to have the access to being able to
Listen,
possibly live
listen,
again.
I agree with y'all. It should be that way. Like I wish it was that way.
Right.
I'm telling you, the data tells us it's not. That's all I'm saying. Like I wish it
and what
was.
I'm saying to your response,
That's all
I'm
I'm
saying
saying,
it's
like,
America's
I want to
data.
agree with you. Like I wish a nigga got shot and he could
And that's
just
what
go
I'm
get
saying.
right. Like I'm with
because
you, bro.
but
I'm
but
just
in
telling
that
you, like,
instance-
it's just what it is, though.
in
Like,
that instance-
people shouldn't get robbed. People shouldn't steal. People
That's
shouldn't
very
kill.
true. I mean, that's-
but they do. Like, I'm not gonna live in this world like, oh yeah, nobody.
But,
like,
but
we know
even
people
even
shouldn't
you
kill.
saying that is also capitalism. Because why do most people steal?
But I'm
why
not gonna
do-
say.
yeah, exactly.
But
Why
I'm not
does
gonna say.
violent crime
steal
But
happen?
I'm not gonna say
kill?
like, oh, nobody. It's not my human right to not get stolen from. I wish it was my human right.
By
but
definition,
if
it
a
is.
nigga want to steal
By
my
definition,
shit,
it is your human right.
Steal my
Because
shit.
if they catch the guy that
Like,
steals
it's
it,
not like-
then there's
there's
corporal
nothing
punishment.
humanly stopping him unless I stop him
Because
myself.
he
Like,
infringed on your human right. That is by definition why, or without racism, why people go to jail. Because if I shoot you,
Because
I have affected your human
even
right.
then,
So the
society
United
placed
Health-
boundaries around that
Okay.
human right.
to
Okay, if
protect
you-
that vested
but listen,
interest of the whites.
if we
That's
play
different.
that game, we could play that game all day because United Healthcare CEO can say, "Oh, I use my business rights. These are all legal things that I'm doing.
And he can
I
also
can
say-
not a
legally, I
person.
can legally deny you.
And he could also
I
say,
can legally
I
deny
did
you.
this to
Business is not
protect
a
my
person.
people.
Say, oh, I infringed
A
on
business
your.
is not a living human carbon being. Like they use that. Exactly what you just said. Like, I have business rights. I have rights of a business that shall not be infringed. Blah blah blah. We cannot equate business rights to human rights. That's not saying
Why not?
That's not saying that business
Why
rights
not?
can't. Hold on. That's not saying that businesses can't have rights. Obviously, like if I'm a mom and pop shop and I have the right to assembly, I have the right to like structure, I have the right to a deed to land, and somebody goes and shoots my shop up, then yes, my business and my human rights have been affected. So as a result, like the law is on my side in that particular case. However, in terms of one or the other, if a business is denying healthcare to people that need it, otherwise they'll die, but the profit instead, like you're not worried about blah 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 from Chicago, Illinois. You're
But
just
they
worried.
infringed
Hold
on
on,
their business right.
hold on.
Just
You-
like the nigga who's stealing from you, you needed that money. He infringed on your human right. Is
Somebody's-
it not the same thing?
Somebody's dying, so it infringes on my business right. That's not a business right.
That's
like-
literally it is.
No, it is
because
not.
they legally can do that.
And
They're
they
not
should-
breaking the law by
and they
denying
should-
you.
illegal-
So they are
illegal versus immoral. We're back to the same
listen,
thing.
but
Like
I'm
it's
saying-
illegal versus immoral.
But how is it different? How is it different?
Nobody has the right to make a decision that will kill somebody or harm or end someone's life.
And
Correct.
because that's
Yet niggas do
And
it
that
every day.
And
But
that's
that-
not
yet
right.
niggas do it
and
every
that's
day.
not right.
But that-
and
but
that's
Niggas
not right.
get shot every day.
Every
and
day.
that is bad.
That's all I'm saying.
And we should do something about it.
I agree.
There you go. Like
Idealistic,
we all-
we
planned it.
It's not going to stop. But niggas are always going to kill people.
That we have always argued with here in America is whether or not the death penalty is okay or not.
Right.
If a person commits a crime that is so heinous that it poses a problem for the rest of
The world. Yeah.
is it okay for us to go ahead and end that problem completely and totally?
And I don't agree with that.
I don't because you playing God. You're playing God.
Which means that those same and it took me a while because when I was younger I was like, nah, fucking kill all fucking everybody, like everybody that's like that. But it's like no, because eventually, like they can be incarcerated, they could even be rehabilitated. We're not going to do that in America because that costs a lot more money than the privatized prison
we do
system.
it for the pedos.
But anyway, I unfortunately agree with you. Like you have to, you need to,
Rehabilitate
you
them
can.
niggas.
It's very possible.
So that's all I'm
People don't
saying,
want to
like,
talk about it, but
listen,
it's very possible to do that. It's just.
I think it's just a philosophical difference on how we look
I
at the
agree,
world.
bro.
But these are people's lives.
I
No,
believe,
I agree with you.
I believe in the world that
I got you.
how I look at it. I believe in. I don't know whose law it is, but it's somebody's law. I forgot their name. But for every push, there's a pull. For every up, there's a down. For every left,
That would
there's
be
a right.
that would be Newton's law.
Newton.
For
That's
every
my boy
for
Newton.
every
Yeah, I think it's Newton.
for every action
so
there's
I
an
agree
equal and
with that.
opposite
So
reaction.
for every new system, every police you come with, there's going to be corrupt police. You put in a credit card system, there's going to be scammers.
I don't hear
you make a
anything.
business, there's going to be thieves.
I got you.
So I think that's just a part of life.
I'm not
going to live in this
arguing
world
that.
like, oh, it should be this way.
When was the last time you heard about a Norwegian police officer shooting an unarmed person, let alone an unarmed black person?
My problem with that, Earl,
it doesn't exist.
with that theory right there,
because of their
bro,
system.
is because even since the beginning of time, it's been the person that has the most power that affects. You feel me? So like, hear me out. Go far back into Mesopotamia. Like, only if you have two types of people: niggas that have, niggas that don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm a nigga that have, I want to protect the shit that I have from the niggas that don't have. And like, I'm gonna put whatever rules in place, whatever bullshit rules, whatever things I have to put in place. I'm gonna do it to keep what I do have from the peoples that don't have. And I mean, that's literally back to Mesopotamia law, bro. Yeah. Like, from the first civilization ever created, like noted to ever be created, is just two differences: niggas that have land and niggas that don't have land, and keeping the niggas that don't have land off of my land.
Aaron, let me ask you one question: Is it not your human right to do whatever it takes to take care of your family? Because at one point in time, you had to kill, you had to steal to take care of your family.
To take care of my family?
Do you think yes?
In what regard?
In the middle of time,
right
so
now.
Are you talking about in Mesopotamia? Yes, I had to hunt and kill animals. Unfortunately,
no. I'm saying where there was a time. I'm saying where there was a time where
you can bring it to down.
I'm saying there was a time where there was no laws of this is my house. A nigga just come take your house because I don't have nowhere to go. And you have a house right now.
And that's why
my daughter is cold.
Laws in place.
You know what I'm saying? So is that human right?
And that's why
is that human right?
In your example, by definition is unevolved. So because in the beginning, yes, absolutely, like people's human rights were compromised because people killed people. People's human rights were compromised because people wanted resources to survive. People
put their own interests in front of others, basically.
If I have a stick, if I have a bow and arrow, and I get to eat my neighbor, big pause.
Yuck.
Because my family is starving, then I'm gonna.
What?
I'm going to compromise my neighbor's human rights so my family can eat. Yes, that exists. However,
it's always existed.
That two-sided coin is significantly more complex because we have rules, laws, regulations to where we don't have to go out and hunt with spears because our families are starving. And what you're saying about we have to do things that we're not proud of because our families are starving, that's also a big part of class warfare. Because
because I don't think that's changed. Even today, people still have to put their own interests in front of others.
I agree.
People have to fire people because we have to do budget because people gotta
exactly.
And I was gonna say that, bro. Even in the CEO United, one of his defenses could have been, and I don't know. I mean, he died. I don't know if that one of his defenses could have been. I made those cuts for my people. I made those. I made, and no, it was not morally right. Yeah. But if I wouldn't have made those cuts, I would have had to lay off 50,000 people in my company.
Yeah. Because you want a set profit margin. However, making 80 million
is right, which is his right.
But okay,
that's his right.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
We could not like it.
But we're not about to.
But it is what it is.
We're not about to say that
I'm
gonna make 80 million and deny people instead of making 70 million and people are dying. Yes, he's obviously doing it for incentives.
That's his right.
But no, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Because
greed is his right. Greed is his right, but he's fucked up for it.
His rights.
Yes, the fuck it is.
You cannot compromise other human rights for your human rights in a moral society.
No, yes, you can. Hold on, Aaron, because you can play that game all the way down. Listen, because you make me sound like
we haven't shot unarmed black people in Norway.
We're not a moral
We haven't shot unarmed black people in Norway, bro.
We're not a moral society by no means.
In terms of other developed countries with the same wealth and the same GDP as us, we're the only country that does this. Because we're the only country in terms of every other fucking.
No, we're not the only fucking country.
No, I gotta disagree.
That is fundamentally
we're the only
definition of business.
We are the only developed country that puts vested interest and profit over human rights.
What?
No.
You're fucking crazy.
No.
Only America. You telling me only America?
Name me a time
out
a
of
police
200
officer
countries
killed a person in Sweden.
Wait,
and
you telling me? You telling me America's the only country that put money before everything?
I guess because that's confusion. Because that's not true. That's not true, bro.
in terms of like highest, like I'm not saying
Because
that,
you got to look at because there's
I'm not
many
saying that European countries.
Sri Lanka is awful, bro.
Yes, colonization is
Sri
bad. I'm not arguing
Even
for
the
colonization.
caste system, even the caste system in Sri Lanka, bro.
Who do you think put that there?
But listen, but your argument is
It
there other
wasn't
countries
them.
in Sri Lanka?
It was the British. It's quiet now.
In the caste system with Sri Lanka. No, bro, it's no
because
no,
Hindus and Christians were arguing. Where do you think Christianity
I
came
want to go
from?
back to something you just said.
From a historical standpoint.
No,
bro.
because
Hold on, real quick. I want to go back to something you said.
Go ahead.
The reason why I think what you just said before, like 30 seconds ago, was unfair because you said like, "Oh, I'm gonna make 80 million instead of 70 million saving somebody's life." Somebody's life, you can't save everybody's life.
I'm not saying you can't.
No matter what.
Yes.
He can't do that.
Correct.
So no matter how go, and when you go to 70 million, there's going to be somebody who say, "Oh, well, he could have made 60 million and saved this many more people's lives." And then when they go to that, you go, "Well, you could have made 50 million and saved."
Do you
You
think,
can't draw the line. It's a part of business.
I got you.
Either way, he's going to have to do that.
Do you
That's
think
a business.
Do you think billionaires
That's a
have a right
business.
to exist?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Nigga, if you work hard and you earn
Absolutely
it,
not.
yes. No.
Nobody
No,
works
you got
hard.
me-
No,
no,
nobody
you got
works
me
hard enough
fucked
for
up.
$1 billion, fam.
How?
The people in
How,
the coal
nigga?
mines. What do you mean how?
Nigga, if I make a company that every single fucking person in the world uses, yes, nigga, I want $1 billion.
Okay, you're not going
Nobody,
out. You're
nigga,
not sweating.
Hold on, 1 billion
You're not
people.
going out and
No,
working
listen,
hard. You're
listen,
not going out.
Aaron, let me make my point.
Greed,
let me make
bro.
my point, Aaron.
Greed.
Absolutely not.
There's 8 billion people in this world.
What are you doing with
Any
the
8 billion,
What are you doing
it's
with
my
the billion?
fucking money.
Nobody-
What?
no,
Greed,
It's
bro.
my money. Whatever the fuck I
Nobody's
want
gonna
to.
use the billion for
Greed,
Whatever
bro.
the fuck
productive
I
reasons.
want to,
Greed, bro.
nigga.
Greed,
I make
bro.
this
There
much
you go.
money
Greed.
so I can do whatever the fuck I want
Bro,
to.
Yeah, you
greed,
shouldn't.
bro.
So what's the difference
no.
between a billionaire and a nigga with 800 million? Like 800 million is okay, right?
$200 million.
I don't give a
Wait,
fuck.
is 800 million okay?
I don't give a fuck the difference.
There's a-
I give a
yeah.
fuck what you doing with that money, bro. What are you doing? And listen to me.
So
it's
do you
your
give a
money.
fuck what I'm doing with my money?
No.
Me, Earl. Exactly.
Nobody works hard enough
Exactly, because
to
I
earn.
work hard and you do what you
And I
gotta
do too, yeah.
So why does it like, oh, when you reach this
But-
goal,
but listen-
now I gotta audit what you do
But
with your
listen,
money.
there's
Like,
not
I
a
guess
single
I'm different
person
because
as long as you're not stealing
and
from
sweats
it.
hard enough, it
I
doesn't
agree
matter
with
if you're
you.
smart.
Bro, I agree with you. I can't
nobody
tell
that is
another nigga
smart
what to
enough.
do with their money, bro.
There's
I
not a
never
person that's
can.
smart
I
enough
never try to go to Oak Cliff and tell a nigga,
or
hey,
strong
nigga,
enough
you better give to
to
this
have $1
nonprofit,
billion
bitch ass
in their
nigga.
bank account, dog.
No,
100
but-
million. Like at the end of the day, like fine, you got me. I'm not an economist. I don't know what the cap should be, but there should be a cap. I'm not the person to say
Wait,
that.
so there should be a max on the amount of money I
And
can
that's
make.
why I
wholeheartedly.
disagree with you. That's why I disagree with
So
you.
if I
Yes.
started
That's why I
Apple,
disagree.
Are you
with you.
insane?
That's
Listen, but
crazy.
listen.
You're gonna feel away about 100 million
Listen,
Gentlemen,
the reason-
instead of $1 billion?
gentlemen, I would say there's 2 things that I never mess with about a man. 2 things
There
I
we
can
go.
tell a man what to do with. The first thing is his
Exactly.
money.
You
okay?
can't do that.
The second thing
His
is
earned
his
money.
dick.
There
Exactly.
you go. No,
I agree with
absolutely,
you.
wholeheartedly.
I agree with
no,
you, bro.
I don't disagree
I
with that at
agree with
all.
you, bro.
But his money is his money. His money has already
That's a
been
contradiction to what you're saying.
No, it is not because like he
Because
doesn't.
if you cap it,
you can't
there's
say
something you have to
like
do
you
with it.
can't say
No,
like
no,
his money is his money, but you should have a cap on it. It is not his money is his money.
Because it's not like an actual like. I'm not saying like an authoritarian regime should come in and be like, hey, you only get to earn $100 million.
What if I want to own a football team?
Okay,
I
great.
literally need $1 billion to own a football team.
You can do it with like 800 million.
I want to own it. I want to own most of it.
You don't want to give it to shareholders. You don't want to.
I want to own most of it. I want to make majority of the decisions.
You want to make the decisions. You
Yeah.
don't. I don't want to get.
I need $1 billion to do that.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You could do like 800 million.
If you want to do it, if I want to buy the Lakers, I need $1 billion.
If
If I want to buy the Lakers, I need $1 billion.
Okay. I'm gonna use this, and I'm not trying to discount sports entertainment because I'm obviously a sports fan. Okay. Whether it's a gallon of gas now versus 35 years ago, it's still a gallon of gas. The Lakers now versus the Lakers 35 years ago, it's still the Lakers. People are still enjoying the Lakers. People are still watching TV. People are still investing in entertainment. Why did that price increase happen? Why did inflation happen?
The revenue increased.
Because the revenue.
Damn, bitch,
It's
I don't know
not.
where
What's
this
your
is
point?
going.
What's
I
your
don't know if the
Because
liquor kicking
inflation.
in.
I'm
What's your
saying
point?
inflation is artificial. Inflation is because
God.
oh
So
my
you don't
gosh,
think-
I
so you
have,
don't
I
think there's-
have all
So
of
you
it.
don't think there's more money like in the economy in the world than
If
it
I-
was 30 years ago?
If
Like,
I have
I'm
something,
confused.
if
What do you
I
mean
have
it's
something,
artificial?
Especially with
if I have
America. Like,
something,
look at all the niggas moving here.
Like,
if
what do
I
you mean
have
it's
something-
artificial?
if I
There's
have,
more people.
it's not like
There's more businesses.
yeah, there is, but it's artificial in terms of like the inflation is not due to like usage. The inflation is due to a group of people marking like artificial markups. I'm not saying artificial doesn't mean not real, but like you believe water is a human right. There are CEOs out there, I'm not saying all CEOs, that believe that water isn't a human right. So because they don't believe water is a human right, they're going to charge you $7, $8 for a pack of water as opposed to $2.
Listen, bro,
clean water.
I'm a humanitarian,
right.
bro. At the end of the day, I hear you, bro. But you also have to be practical. You feel me? Like if there's a certain amount of people, if there's an influx of people moving into our country,
$10 for a pack of water is practical.
Listen to me, Aaron. No,
I got you.
If I own the water company, and I'm trying to make $1 billion.
You're trying to make money.
I'm trying to,
Fuck the single mom that's trying to make sure her water.
I gotta take care of my single mom, my single kids.
But you can only do that with $1 billion. You can't do it with $50 million.
Keep in mind, Aaron, nigga. I got 2 daughters, nigga. I hear what you talking about, bro. But listen, bro. We can't sink the whole ship. We can't sink the whole ship just because we want to be idealistic.
The ship's not being sank.
The ship is
The ship
is inevitably sinking. The ship is inevitably sinking.
Both of you.
If you look at history, the ship
up.
is inevitably sinking,
You're
my dog.
talking. Okay, there's a difference.
Like
between
societies don't go on forever. You
Because-
feel me?
because-
There's never been a society
What?
to just sustain forever. Well, I think America is one of the longest running societies right now. One of the longest running society.
It isn't.
But
I don't need.
Rome came to a fall. Rome came to a
didn't
fall.
Rome just became the Catholic Church.
No.
Yeah, I don't really
Come
think
on, bro.
anything.
That's not like rebranding.
Okay.
Like we were the morning after before
all
we were Play the Five, dog. Like it's not.
If we're talking about rebranding, but I'm talking about the original source, bro. The original source.
How do you define the original source of the Roman Empire? Money, because the Catholic Church has plenty of money. Is sourced in Italy. It hasn't moved in terms of its capital. It's still the same Roman Empire, the quote-unquote Holy Roman Empire, which by definition was not holy nor Roman nor an empire. Yeah. Like, it is the same thing. It still keeps the same amount of money. That still exists. It is still a long-running society. So, and I'm not trying to discount your point.
No.
A CEO making less profit so everybody can have clean water does not mean the ship is sinking.
Aaron, I just got one question.
That is perpetuating.
Aaron, so you agree
I lost my point.
Listen, Aaron, real quick, because we didn't even talk about the CEO no more.
The next question isn't even.
We just talking about empires and shit.
Yeah.
But
I lost my point.
I just want to bring it back. I want to bring it back. You agreed that no matter what, he's gonna have to. He can't save everybody, right?
Yeah.
So by definition, he's gonna have to kill some people for business purposes, right?
No.
How? That's what you're saying right now, right?
You give alternate.
Wait, hold on. You saying because he made $80 million and he could have made $70 million to save somebody's life? If you agreeing that he can't save everybody, then by definition you agreeing that somebody's gonna die because
I don't believe.
right?
I don't believe
He can't
by,
accept everybody.
by definition, because again, we are pumping all people who have insurance are pumping money into these companies. They make money hand over fist because we pay for the service. That is what we pay for.
That's the reason why I started a business to make money hand over fist.
You go to the vending machine. You expect a Coke to fall out of that vending machine.
Yeah.
I pay $200 a month for insurance. I damn sure better get the coverage that I deserve.
And that Coke
Even
is
if
gonna
that
be
means-
iffy if that bitch fall down.
Yeah, and if that bitch doesn't fall down, you better believe it's. I'm not going to that vending machine ever again. Like fuck that vending machine. So, okay, let me say it again because I don't want to make it seem like that. It's just that we should just throw money at things hand over fist. But if a surgery cost $100,000 and you've been paying, and other people, hundreds of millions of people who have insurance, depending on different companies, pay $50 to $200 a month, you're gonna be okay as an insurance company. You're not gonna make as much money. Your lines are going to be different.
Listen,
but that's where the 80 versus 70
I
comes from.
understand.
And I'm being reductive when I say that.
But Aaron, either way, there's going to be some people who's not going to make the cut.
You need to
Do you
try to
understand
save
that?
everybody from a moral
But
standpoint.
from a business, that's not a good business
There is
model.
no. You will
that's
not.
not a good business. No insurance company be like,
the business model. The business model makes itself.
Aaron,
nobody's gonna not buy water.
This is what I'm saying. He live in this idealistic world.
It's not idealistic.
That's not good business.
Everybody
that's
is
not
going
good
to pay to have their lives
So
saved.
you think $1 billion insurance?
Everybody is going to pay to drink water for the day.
So you think that's
everybody
how you become,
is going to pay to have food?
Aaron,
everybody is going to you make money day to day. That is a good business model.
Can you listen to me for
Go
a
ahead.
second? So you think if United Healthcare accepted everybody, that would be a good business model.
Because they will still be in the
Do
green.
you think that would be a good
yes,
business?
because they will still be in the green. You cannot look at me and
Not
provide.
business, bro. That's not
terrible
business.
Yes, it
business.
is.
Not good. That well,
Because
that's
there's
not
going to
good
some
business.
people who's going to deny, and there's
And-
going to be the better insurance
And then
company.
there's also
and they're going to charge higher because they're better.
It's bad business.
That's
bad.
terrible
Everybody's
business.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
That's terrible
Because they're
business.
scammers. Like, let's just be realistic.
That's
Let's just be
terrible
realistic.
business.
Hey, bodyguard, is the cure for cancer good business?
Okay, all right, we're pushing it. We're pushing it. Cure
Well,
for
there you go.
Holy.
No,
So you
it's
think
not,
every
because
insurance-
all the treatment that we
every
have.
insurance
it goes
company
back to our
should
initial
accept everybody.
battle, doesn't it, bodyguard? It goes
If
back to
every
our initial two
insurance
quotes.
accepted everybody, no insurance company, they wouldn't be making
because
money.
of the way
That's
insurance
all
is
it-
structured, where
it
you
just
pay a
boils down
flat
to
fee
those
every
two
month or
quotes that
every
you
like
just
set
told
amount of
us,
time to have
bodyguard.
your
It
coverage.
boils
Yeah,
down to
until
those
you
two.
got a $200,000 surgery.
That's
it.
fine.
And then you got to get another one
Do you
6
know
weeks
how many
later.
people are paying $200
The
a month?
nigga in charge
on
has
their
to
lot.
choose
Millions.
which one of the two he
Millions.
wants to do.
So you're going to be in the green regardless.
That's
Name
a
me-
terrible.
if I got- name me one
listen,
CEO of
so
my
that's a
company,
terrible.
There's
Name
no-
a business model where it's be like, as long
It's a
as we in the
nigga
green.
at HCS.
Nobody starts a business and be like, we just want to, as long as we in the green, as long as we make a profit.
All of-
No.
really?
You
Because-
want to maximize profit.
Nah, bro, there's
All of the
you want to make the
countries-
most money you can, unless
Watch
it's
this.
a
That's
non-profit.
That's not
all
every,
of the
that's
countries,
even for
all of the countries whose healthcare is
Every
like
successful company is trying to make the most money they
publicized
can.
and not privatized, they
Like
still
the
make
failing
money.
companies, yeah.
No, bro.
Party City just went out of business.
That sucks for Party City. Party City isn't curing cancer.
That's what happens. That's what's gonna be.
These
United
niggas
Healthcare.
celebrate Halloween.
That's
These
United
niggas don't
Healthcare
count.
if they accept everybody. You're gonna go out and you're gonna run out of fucking money. There's gonna be
You talking
somebody.
about Halloween costumes, nigga? Not
There's gonna be
healthcare.
niggas because
Yeah,
you're
you're going to Party City for
listen,
Friendsmas.
Cause
Like,
listen,
get the fuck
it's
outta
gonna-
here, dog.
Listen,
Like,
because
come on, bro.
if you
It's
do what
different.
Aaron's saying,
Correct.
you know why you saying if you do what Aaron's saying, if United Healthcare accepted everybody, it's gonna be niggas like me or somebody else who gonna take advantage of that.
And I hear that.
And then you gonna start
I
losing
hear
money,
that.
and that's why niggas gonna be like,
that's why
you know
people
what?
review
And then-
cases.
And then
But that
hold
is
on,
it, though.
Aaron, listen. And then niggas gonna be like, we're losing money here. Let's find out a way to save money. Let's cut money. Oh, if we don't accept, that's normal fucking business.
Hold on. But
How
no,
are we?
no,
like,
Errol,
who's
hear me out.
disagreeing with it? I don't
Hear me out.
understand this.
But hear me out. I think it's mindset, bro. Because if my first mind as a CEO is to figure out like, okay, let me figure out how I can cut money instead of let me figure out how I can hire some more people that can do better vetting. You feel me? Let me hire some more people. Maybe I'll pay them a little more.
Why do CEOs get fired?
CEOs because they're not bringing in enough
Sex
money.
scandals.
Say it again, John.
Because they
Say
don't
it
bring
again, John.
they don't bring enough money to the company.
You got
Period.
nigga. If I'm the CEO, I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna get fired.
But my
do you think?
my
How
so
do you-
challenge,
what do
Aaron
you
could be
think-
like,
what do you think
so
fires
Aaron could be like,
CEOs?
oh, they're good people.
Who do you
Errol,
think
my
fires the
challenge to the
CEOs,
CEO,
bro?
my challenge to the CEOs out there, and this is to save y'all niggas' lives, by the way. My challenge to the CEOs is to sit in a room for 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 hours and figure out how you can save costs without denying niggas. That's my
That's
challenge
impossible.
to you niggas.
Not possible.
It is possible.
not.
It's possible.
Well, here's the thing.
Listen,
and-
if
and
you
I'm gonna
accept
go back to what I
everybody,
said.
you're not going to be a
It's-
successful
Think
insurance
outside the
company.
box. Yes,
If
you
you
may
accept
lose.
every
You
single
may-
body, you're not going to be
I'm
a
not
successful
saying do
insurance
that.
company.
I'm not saying
Yes,
do
you
that,
will.
Errol. And no, I disagree
you
with
will.
you. I
Yes, you
disagree
can.
with both of y'all.
Are you
'Cause
kidding me?
No, you
If
can't
I'm the
deny
CEO,
every
no.
nigga
We're
and
like
make-
the only
you
like first world
cannot
country
deny
that has
every nigga and
privatized
make a
healthcare.
profit, Aaron.
This is terrible.
Every
You're
other
not.
country that
You-
exists, Australia,
even-
where you went to,
even from a-
has privatized healthcare or publicized
and Australia
healthcare.
is terribly racist. Like Australia is just a
Yeah,
second,
racism.
a second-
Racism is
Aus-
separate from like
No, it
its
all
own thing.
stems from the same place because them niggas in Australia did the same things that niggas in America did. White niggas came over here and took over. It's no different in
Yeah,
Australia.
no, they enslaved the Maori people.
I'm
I
telling you, it's no
understand that
different. So
Australia and New Zealand has like a
Yeah,
us
similar-
versus them
yeah,
thing.
similar things
I'm
going
aware
on.
of that.
Yeah.
However, in terms of like human rights and in terms of like people using their insurance and using it correctly, and
Because where you're gonna have human rights,
you don't
Aaron,
have Maori
you're gonna
people
have
dying
scammers.
from pre-existing conditions.
Where you're gonna have human rights,
They're
Aaron,
not
you're
dying
gonna-
from pre-existing conditions, dog.
Where-
I'm telling you, like that. Of all the issues that are
where
going
you're
on in
going to
Australia, that
have
is not
human rights,
as much
you're
of
going
one
to
of them
have
as it is in
scammers.
America.
Where you're gonna have
Yeah,
human
that's
rights, you're
all
gonna
I'm
have
saying.
scammers, bro. Where there's human rights, you're gonna have people that
If
are
you
trying to
accepted
take
everybody,
advantage of
There's
this.
somebody's gonna
scammers
take
everywhere.
advantage.
It's
And
not
that's all I'm
relevant. It's
saying.
not relevant. In
You
terms
know
of
what?
first
And you
or
know what the
second world
CEO job
countries.
is to
You,
do?
Aaron.
Try to figure out a way to avoid that.
Without making a cut call, and that's where we
cannot-
agree and disagree, and
if-
that's where we agree and
If
disagree.
we
Get your ass in there.
So you think-
get in the booth, CEO
So,
niggas,
John,
and figure
so you
it
think
out.
there's a
bitch.
way
It doesn't happen. You
to
can't figure
accept
it out.
everybody, and there's not going to
No,
be.
not
You
accept
can't
everybody.
figure it out with his
No,
CEO.
that's what Aaron's saying.
You can as a government body. You can figure it out. What you're saying about I challenge you
How?
to get in there.
It sounds like
legislation,
a Republican
hearings.
versus
What I
Democrats
do
in
as
this.
my company that I own, that I've spent money to build, you can't tell me.
And it's crazy because
Yes,
Errol is
I
a
can.
Republican.
What the fuck? You pay property taxes.
Errol-
What are you talking
Errol
about?
is the red nigga.
You
And
already
Aaron is the blue.
There's
God
no government
damn.
regulation that can tell you
Yeah,
how
welcome
to.
to
What
Play
a
the Pod.
time. What a time to be
There's no
alive.
government regulation that can tell you how to run your business. And telling somebody you have to accept
Yes, it
everybody,
can.
that's telling you how to run
What are
your
you
business.
talking about?
There's-
What do you
there's a
think
bunch of them,
regulation
Errol.
is if taxes aren't like there?
That's not a
That's
regulation.
yes, it is. You owe a certain amount of money to the
my
government,
God.
so you have to kick this up to us because we have to
Telling
spend
me I
money.
have to accept everybody. That's
on
not a
socialized
regulation.
things.
It's more of a
Not
more
right
of a-
now.
That's literally
more
my
of
business.
more of a like an incentive, a positive and negative incentive. I would like with the tax brackets and things like that.
Because of where we live, yes, by definition, it is an incentive.
Positive, negative,
But-
but we think of incentive as a positive.
All
but
right,
there's also
let me try and
If I could
because
just,
I feel like I'm losing you
if
with both
anybody
the
can,
analogies.
hey, if anybody can sign up to Haircut, you know what everybody in the hood gonna be? Oh, bet, nigga, I'm avoid sleep.
Bitch, I got
Let me
a
get some drink.
hoodie
Let
at
me
the
get some
crib.
drink.
Can I
All right,
help?
look,
Yeah, I
look,
can't
look,
sleep.
look.
Let me get some drink.
I'm gonna say this once,
And that's gonna start
then-
costing them millions.
and then we'll
millions.
move on to
Oh,
our
let me get
last
some
subject.
Xanax. I need
and
some
then we'll
sleep.
move on to our last subject.
What?
You know
Nigga,
me.
You know how many
me.
niggas
Wait,
gonna take
watch,
advantage of that?
Watch this. Watch this. You know I'm diabetic, right? You know if I don't get my medication, like I die. Yeah. If I don't get that medication, if I don't take that medication, slowly but surely I die. It may not be today, may not be next week, but I will die. Correct?
Unfortunately.
Fucked up.
Yes.
Right? So, okay. Do you think there should be...
I'd be sad.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I-
All right, both of you. Do you think there should be a cap on insulin prices? What if somebody said insulin cost $100,000 per vial? And I can't afford that. Well, there you
R.I.P.
go.
my boy.
Damn,
Aaron.
there
See,
goes
this
my
goes-
human rights, but it's okay because they're making a profit.
People
That's
die
my
every-
dog.
people
I got
really
you on
die
shirts,
every day
though.
'cause they don't have health
Honestly,
insurance.
Honestly,
People
I
die
think
every
there
day because they
should
don't
be.
have health insurance.
I think
It
there should be
sucks,
somebody.
but it happens.
I think there should be somebody who actually has their hands on the game, who knows how much it costs for the production of this stuff, and gives everybody an opportunity to live.
Mark Cuban do it.
Of a bare
Mark
minimum.
Cuban do it.
And he did. And he's one of the CEOs that would not get shot. Congratulations, Mark
Yeah,
Cuban.
Mark. Yeah.
Yes.
Elon
Be
Musk
like Mark
about to be
Cuban.
that nigga
Fuck
for us.
my-
Elon,
You know how he
Elon-
did it?
No, he's not.
No,
No,
yes,
he's
You
not.
know why Mark Cuban do it?
Trump has already appointed him, so yes, Elon Musk is about to be that nigga for us. Yes, he is.
You really think he's going to be in your
I mean, not
vested
in the
interest?
healthcare. No.
I was about to say. There you go. No, he
Now,
has the
I didn't
position.
say-
Pause. I'm
yeah,
not
he
arguing
has
with
the
you.
position, is what
Yes.
I'm saying.
No,
He's
I
not
agree
gonna
with you.
be
Yeah.
on our
I'm not.
side,
Yeah. No. But
He
there you
wanted
go.
to shut the government down.
Yeah.
Well, I believe we should be worried about RFK because that's who's been appointed to oversee our health care.
I don't want to talk about that.
yeah,
bro.
no.
That's a
Elon
different-
Musk,
that's a
he
different thing.
champions
He
our
champions
free
the-
speech.
free speech, but it's a couple of other things he over.
Have y'all been on X recently as opposed to Twitter, bro? Like,
Yes, it's a porn site.
We need some government regulation for that shit, bro.
I just did some research on that site.
Oh yeah, just like you did cooking with Kaya's tape.
That's the
Yeah,
research I just did.
Yeah, we
on
need to do
X.
cooking with Kaya.
That's the research I did on X.
All right,
so.
moving on.
Thank you. Thank you, Elon.
Somebody on Facebook said there is a factual definitional difference between coochie and pussy. Yes or no?
I feel like pussy is like
Yeah, I
sex
got it.
pussy, and coochie is like no sex. I think coochie is like just a pussy.
Is there
without
one
having
that's
sex.
better?
I think you only use pussy if you're talking about sex.
I think
I don't think you use pussy if you're not talking
What do you
about
use
like
coochie
a
for?
sexual. If you say like her coochie stink or some shit, or
in a derogatory.
Wash your coochie.
or like you can see her coochie print or some shit, or I don't know.
You could say I see your pussy
Yeah, you
print.
see pussy print. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
thing. I'm sorry.
All right, there we
can't
go.
say
We just
coochie?
added negative connotation to the
I
word
was about to
coochie.
say, yeah, I've never heard it either.
I've never heard coochie print.
I was
either.
told
Nah,
that coochie and pussy mean different things, so I didn't know if that was true or not.
I don't really use coochie. I think
I
coocie's
really-
childish.
I really don't use.
I think coochie is what you use as a kid when you don't want to. You can't
I think
say
so
pussy.
too. You can't say pussy. Yeah.
So I don't use coochie.
You use
I say
coochie.
pussy no matter what, nigga. I don't
Facts.
give a fuck.
Nah,
what
you,
we talking
you,
about?
you use coochie when you're afraid of having a wild mouth.
I say coochie in front of my girl. Yeah. The
No,
coochie.
yeah, I'm gonna say pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
coochie.
I say pussy. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, well, we
Can't
have been
can't
play
no
the
pussy?
five
You know that?
type shit.
Let me see that pussy. Yeah, I say pussy all the time.
Might I inquire
I'm not
about
gonna
that
tell my
coochie,
girl-
madam?
I'm not gonna tell my
baby.
girl.
I
Let
think
me-
her
let me see
coochie
that
bad,
coochie.
baby. I think her coochie bad.
Let me
baby.
see that
I wouldn't-
coochie.
Her
No,
coochie
baby.
bad.
Coochie just sound teenage.
I want my girl to don't think I don't like her when I say coochie.
So what does vagina mean?
That's a medical term.
That's a medical term.
It's why
That's a
I
medical
always
term.
use pussy.
Yeah, that's a medical
I
term.
always use pussy.
Listen, baby, you have a. I talk to my daughter. Yeah, that's when I use vagina when I talk to my daughter. Like, no, that's your vagina down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, probably,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even my
Okay.
girl on her period, I say you bleeding out your pussy. I'm not gonna ever say like you
not
bleeding
gonna
out
say
your
vagina.
Yeah, vaginal bleeding. Are you bleeding out your
bleeding?
vag?
I played bass for vaginal bleeding.
I'm gonna always
rock
say
band.
pussy. So pussy is
Damn.
just my go-to.
Okay. Well,
I couldn't imagine saying pussy to my daughter. Yeah, bitch, you bleeding from your pussy. You gotta plug it.
yeah.
Just plug it in and it'll stop bleeding from the pussy.
Bitch, plug your pussy up. Yeah, don't mind me. That's just my daughter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no,
oh,
that's
my
gross.
bad. Yeah, that's just my
Ew.
daughter. She going to period.
All right, bro. Well, we have been Play the 5. This has
Damn,
been.
fuck.
What's
All
up?
right, good.
No, we're good. You got something else?
No, I wanted to ask, how do you feel about like the cookout shit? Like,
Oh, yeah, we'll
damn.
wrap it up here. Yeah, white people at the cookout.
Oh
What you
man,
think?
white people at the cookout.
Because you've seen
man.
me do stand-up bits about this.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Mhm.
like what do you think
my-
qualifies?
My my take on white people on the cookout, and this may be controversial, honestly, and I'm excited to see what Earl think about this. My take on inviting people to the cookout is that we as a people are too like generous with
Correct.
it.
Oh,
We're way too generous.
agree.
Like I feel like look at this nigga.
Yes, I agree.
Where's your bow tie at?
I agree. Yeah, fuck you. I'm a march.
No, I agree. We should.
I agree. Yeah, sorry. There's a lot of white people way less cool than me that have cookout passes that did not earn
bro.
them.
No, I mean,
Wholeheartedly, yes.
I hate that Aaron's backing me up right here, but
Yeah,
no,
sorry. Yeah,
I got it.
absolutely.
I agree with his statement. Like we as a people,
Oh,
we're so,
he can dance.
We're so quick to
Let him get
put
a
that
ticket
nigga-
to the
Come
cookout.
to the cookout, nigga.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this nigga's at the KKK rally last
Schultz
night.
had a cookout ticket.
Like, I was
Nah,
like,
I don't like. If
I just think
an
we too-
asshole, but okay,
too
well,
open
okay,
with it, bro.
okay. So
Yep.
Pookie could come to the cookout and you just like murder 3 people.
Pookie's black.
that's wild. We still because
Like we know
listen.
we know that uncle who like that nigga probably killed people. Like,
Pookie aunt
and he sold
auntie
crack.
and uncle
He sold
probably
crack.
right
He
in the
sold
cut.
crack, ruined people's lives. You know, heroin.
He
but-
sold crack
but you
to
could come
buy the
to cookout.
groceries that we're
And he's-
cooking with.
and
But
he's-
like, this
and
nigga,
he's
like-
absolutely set us as the community back. Absolutely, but it just always starts with how do we get here? That's
Also-
always my question. Like, how do we
Yeah.
get here as a people? You feel me? Like, how did the culture get here?
But I don't think it's like a. I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's that deep pause. I think it's just.
Hey, yo.
I think it's just
strike
like if I
4.
see a nigga and I like, it could be a white person or a black person. I could meet a nigga at the corner store. We know how niggas is. Like niggas is cool. We especially niggas in the South. Like we could meet a nigga today and be like, oh, this nigga cool. Come, you know what I'm saying? Come break bread with me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Why can't we do the same with a white person? Is all I'm saying. Like, cause I was just telling them niggas like, I don't want to be like, I don't like to use race for a lot of shit. Like I don't
I agree
use
with you.
race.
I agree
Like
with you.
I
'Cause
met
it makes me
Aaron.
think about Fred Hampton,
I met
if I can be real
Aaron.
with you.
I met Aaron. How we met? We met off literally like. I found out this nigga like sucking toes, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
True.
And you probably don't know this, but I was like,
No, I
"Shit!"
don't.
And I was like, "Shit, me too, nigga. What the fuck?"
That is why
and
this
we
podcast
literally got cool.
exists.
I swear to
wild.
God.
That's why this podcast
That's
swear to God.
wild.
Yeah.
For me, Aaron would have been invited to the cookout off that alone.
Yeah.
Cause I just feel like that's some cool shit, and we bonded off that.
Okay, but
I
I'm
feel
gonna-
like that could be the
I
same
got
with
you.
a nigga.
I'm gonna use the same
Like,
same
why
metric.
can't I use that with a
What
white
if I
person?
suck
Like,
toes and we're friends, but like in reality I
you have to
say
find
dumb
more-
shit?
more
Like,
out- you
are
have
you
to find-
marching?
That could be.
Are you gonna go
have to
march?
find
today?
That
more
could be the
out
same
about.
place for a nigga too, though. Is all I'm saying.
I see
Now,
what you're
everything
saying.
you saying, like,
context is
but
different.
what if a white person
The
does?
context is
like, just
different.
like, oh, what if he do KKK?
If a
Okay,
black person-
I could
I'm
meet
not
a
even
nigga
talking
and be
about
like,
the
oh
KKK.
shit, what if he steals? Which happens.
But listen, Errol, I hear you, bro. But for both ends, I have to see what you are about for the culture. So it's different for Aaron. You have to get invited. For
Correct.
us, we're already invited.
Off the
we're,
basis.
We're giving that pass. But even for the niggas that are giving the pass, I still have to see that you're down for the culture. If there's ever a time that I see that you're not down for the culture, like if niggas would have caught the niggas that was, because it was a nigga that snitched on Fred Hampton. A nigga snitched in his group.
True.
A nigga was a fed in his
Exactly.
group. So that's what I'm saying. If there's ever a time that I see that you're not for the people, you got to get the fuck out the cookout too. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
if you a nigga or not.
Correct.
Yeah, I
But
think
that's
that
but
applies
I
both ways.
I agree, but
So
it's just
keep
reverse.
that standard
It's
both ways.
reverse for
so you
white
saying
people.
so
You
we
feel
should
me?
have to investigate them? Like, I don't.
And I'm not. No,
Yes.
I'm saying.
I think
listen,
I don't
listen to
think
me,
we
Earl.
need to do. I don't think like.
Listen to it's no different, bro. Because listen, it's no different for any other culture, bro. Every other culture bands together initially.
Facts.
When there's Asian cultures that get here in America, they band together and they're able to come up above us a lot of times because they band together when they
Yeah,
first
but I don't
get
agree with that. Like, I don't think it should be that way. It's just like
It's no different
like,
than the
I feel
healthcare
like- I feel
argument
like-
we was
yeah,
just
that's why
having.
I was just gonna go back to that. I think this is where you kind of contradict yourself. You want to live in this like idealistic world and you want it to be like, oh, this is how it should be. I think it should be like, it shouldn't matter which race you are. Like, if I feel like you're a cool person and I could break bread with you,
If I'm trying to go into a Jewish
You know what I'm
community, bro,
saying?
they gonna vet the fuck out of me before they actually
And I
allow
don't
me to
agree
get
with
in there.
that. I don't think it should be that way. I
No,
don't
you
think
have
it should
to
be
vet
like,
people
You
to
got
be
to, 'cause
invited
I don't know
into
if,
your
I don't know
cultural
if you're.
norms. That's
I don't
all.
know if you're
facts.
coming
That's
in here
super regular.
to
But that's the
demise
same
my
with black
culture.
people. I think that's the same with black people.
It's
Though.
not, but
I don't
listen,
think it should be like
because
but if
you're
you
Jewish,
white,
you're
I
burned.
gotta
It's like a
investigate you
birthright, bro.
more.
It's just because you're Jewish, you're.
So every
you're
black
birthed
person
into
is
it.
invited to the cookout.
At first, yes, because we're born into it.
See,
but
I
once
don't agree with
once I
that.
find
I
out
don't
you're
agree with
not
that.
you're not for us,
I don't
you gotta
agree
get the
with
fuck up out of here.
Okay, yeah,
True.
I just don't agree with that.
And
I don't
that's-
think it should be like, oh, if you black, because it's some terrible black people.
I can't agree.
And they
with
lose
you
their
more.
cookout- and they
Black
lose their
people.
cookout
But once
passes.
I
That's
find
not
out
okay,
that you're terrible,
they
you're
lose their
gone.
cookout after they've been to 10 cookouts.
Yeah,
And then they lose
And
it.
we find out
But
late.
Once people
You'd have been
figure
around
it
my
out.
kids, this nigga a pedophile.
But listen, bro,
whatever,
it's
you know what I'm saying?
there's plenty instances
You know what I
like
mean?
that,
Nah, I
bro.
got you.
I
You
cannot
know what I mean?
disagree.
Like, it's terrible black
Earl,
people,
if there
just
was a
like
way,
it's terrible white
Earl,
people,
if
just
there
like
was
it's
a
terrible
way that
Mexicans.
if we were born and a nigga stapled what the fuck we was gonna be,
Right, I wish.
See?
I wish.
Pedophile, nigga, like, get this, no,
Thief.
nigga, you're not,
Murderer.
but you can't stay the night with me, no, that's what I'm saying. But unfortunately, we not, it ain't work, it don't work out that way, so, yeah, that's, man.
Type shit.
I think it's just a fundamentally difference of philosophies because what you understand, it's three people that have grown up in three different lifestyles that have experienced three different things in their lives.
Word.
So it's an accumulation of things that we've experienced in our lives to have us get here to this point to make us disagree.
You read a
Agree.
thesaurus before you got here.
No, bro.
You were
A lot of
like,
niggas don't know this because I'm a comic.
You wasn't this enlightened.
A lot of niggas don't know this because I'm
at
a
the
comic, but
beginning
I
of the
do
pod,
a degree in psychology and philosophy. Like a lot of niggas don't know that. So like I
shit.
love
Another flex. Okay.
I'm just letting you know. Yeah,
Damn.
nigga. Fisk University.
He
shout
studied
out.
that in
Shout out
Australia.
Shout out Fisk University. Yeah, that's my alma mater. Yeah.
Fisk.
Oh, wow.
Fisk. Yeah.
Fisk University. All right.
So yeah, I do it. Yeah, bro. So
out. Yeah,
I
shout
love
out.
talks like this, bro. I
Nah,
really
same.
do,
Real
man.
shit. Yeah.
That's what we finna do. This was a great
Yeah,
episode.
I think we
boys.
should.
Thank y'all
I
so
just think
much.
we should break bread. How I look at it, like, cause I'm gonna wrap this. I'm just real quick.
Absolutely.
How I look at this shit though, I don't really look at the color. Like I see you white or I see you whatever you are,
Then you're looking at the color.
but I'm not making any decisions off that.
Fred Hampton.
I'm not
bro.
gonna make any.
That's why he's such
Listen,
a
I'll
That's
say
fine.
something.
leader, bro.
I'll come up and talk to.
Fred, man.
Just like if it was a nigga who was like, if it was Davion or some shit, it was like, oh, he sucked toes, it would be the same thing. We would have still got cool.
You
And then I would
knew,
have to find out
right?
if he's a cool nigga
No,
or
for
not.
sure.
And I would be like, oh, he's not really that funny. He's annoying.
If you're talking,
Or if he was cool like Aaron, I'd be like, oh, damn, this is a cool nigga.
real
Come
talk.
break bread with me. What
All
you
right,
doing? Come
but-
smoke with me some
but,
shit.
but what,
Like
but
I
what
did
you're
with
talking
Aaron.
about,
Real
right,
talk.
right,
You know what I'm
right, right.
saying?
But
What
what
you're
you're talking
talking about,
about,
what
that
you've been
goes
telling us is
into the
idealistic.
final decision
But if I
of
thought how
come break
you
bread
think,
with me.
if I thought how you think, we wouldn't be where we are.
You didn't break bread with Kyle. You broke bread with
Because
me.
I didn't think he was cool.
Exactly.
I thought you was cool.
I- yeah,
It doesn't
clearly.
matter about the color, though.
But I was
That's what I'm
cool.
saying. It didn't matter about white or not.
But
though.
we had to have a lot of
It just matter, like,
conversations for
this
you to
nigga's
make
cool,
that
this
final
nigga's not
decision.
cool.
Yeah.
We had to have a lot of conversations. Like we talked about a lot of things, and I'm not
But
trying to
everything
make
we
this
had-
like overly emotional or anything. You and I became friends when the George Floyd thing was happening, right?
I didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Well, because you gave a fuck about sucking toes,
That had
but like
nothing to do
things.
with
things.
No, I just thought you was a cool
I know,
person.
but we.
I didn't
talked-
think Kyle
well,
was
we
a cool
talked-
person.
I understand that, but we. No offense.
No offense, Kyle.
But we talked about sucking toes. Fuck you, Kyle. But we talked about sucking toes in the same way that we talked about a lot of other like socio-political things, and even though we
Yeah.
disagreed with it,
Yeah.
you still made the final decision that I was cool enough to hang out with, and then that's
Yeah.
how we started being friends.
Exactly.
So, but you had to acknowledge, I'm a
but
white
listen,
boy. This is where
nowhere-
I come from. Blah blah blah. Kyle's a white boy. Oh, he's this type of white boy. He's this type of white boy.
But nowhere in that.
That's still
in that-
seeing color. It's not a
listen,
bad thing.
Nowhere in that interaction, that everything you just listed, while
Right.
I'll be like, oh, but he white though, or like, well, he white, so I didn't look at it
But
different.
you didn't. But
that
you,
would be the same thing with Davion.
but it's still
Like,
something you do.
Davion's a nigga. I didn't think he was cool.
Davion is
I
light.
thought that nigga was weird.
Day-Day is light skinned for the record.
He was a
But
nigga though. Like he was a
He
nigga.
was.
He was a nigga.
But he was cool.
I didn't think he was cool like you. I thought you was a cool nigga.
I got you.
So that's why
And
I said, Aaron,
and I
come to
appreciate that.
I
Yeah, bro.
invited you to my house, nigga.
But experience,
Absolutely. That's a fact.
That's why I boil.
That's that.
boil
Listen,
everything
hold on,
down.
real quick.
No, my bad.
Me inviting you to my house was me inviting you to the cookout.
Absolutely. And I
You know what I'm
and, I,
saying?
and I appreciate
and any
that.
conversation we had was always in
Things-
a workspace.
Absolutely.
So,
Wholeheartedly.
You know what I'm saying?
Me being white went into your equation of whether I could come into the cookout or not. That doesn't mean you judged me for being white. It
didn't,
doesn't
though,
mean you
bro.
saw
It
only
didn't,
my
though.
color.
I'm telling you it didn't,
It
though,
goes
bro.
into the equation, bro. I'm
I'm
telling
you it didn't, bro.
Every
I promise you it
no
didn't.
matter what place I go into, it's like, oh, okay. like rooms, right? Comedy rooms.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is a white room. Oh, this is a white room that just so happens to like relationship talks or serial killer talks or super nerd shit, right? Oh, this is a black room. This is a black room that the average age is 50. And if I make a joke about D'Angelo, they're going to laugh.
Yep.
This is a black room that the average age is 25. And if I make a joke about
Those are
D'Angelo,
I'm scared of right
exactly.
there, actually.
If I make a joke about Anthony Hamilton, nobody's going to know what the fuck I'm
Not
talking about.
scared, but-
And it's not going to go.
They
So
get
it's
the
like,
best of
I'm not saying I'm judging these people only for being black or for being white, but that skin color and
It
traits.
makes you make certain decisions moving.
And then the longer you know them, the more you correct your decisions or affirm your decisions.
I agree with y'all. That's probably the case for most people. I don't think it should be though.
But
Okay,
if you
so
make
like
a joke
I think
about
most
P
people-
Diddy,
Idealistic.
I think
if you
most
make a
people
joke
shouldn't
about
think
P
about-
Diddy in any room, that shit's gonna go over.
Correct. Because P.
And
Diddy
do.
is black
And I do.
and a nut-ass freak ball.
Let
And
me
we
just
can
say
all
this.
agree on both those things.
Aaron knows. He ruined my joke last night.
I didn't ruin it.
Yes, you did.
No,
bitch.
I didn't.
You made me feel subconscious.
Yes, you did, bitch.
I didn't
Because
try
I wanted to
to.
do a Diddy joke, and
motherfucker.
Aaron was like, "No, don't do it." This
I told you
nigga,
not to.
piece of shit, want to do a Diddy joke.
I told you
Yeah,
not
and
to.
the
I didn't call
DJ
you a
made me
piece of
feel
shit.
bad too. Fuck you, DJ.
The
By
DJ
the way,
vetoed
too.
it, bro.
He said, DJ
Nah,
was
shout out
like,
to the
I
DJ.
just hate another black
'Cause
man
he tried
trying to
to-
tear down
he tried to
another
walk
white
up to a
man.
Diddy
agree.
song.
That's what I said on the pod.
He tried to walk up to a
That's
Diddy
what
song.
I said on the pod.
Nah, he
bro,
tried to walk
jokes
up to
is
a Diddy
jokes.
song.
That's just like Andrew. Well, you getting mad? You okay with Andrew? No, fuck that.
Nah, Andrew was weird.
No,
Andrew was weird.
That's what I'm saying. No,
Weird.
fuck that. No,
Because
But-
like Andrew has made black jokes that aren't weird, and they're
Bro,
funny, and
when
people
he
can
said,
laugh.
like, bro, the joke where he said about preparing for the black bitch to slap the fuck out you, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't condone
That
that.
shit was hilarious. I don't give a
don't
fuck. That shit
condone
was
that.
hilarious, bro.
I
was
don't
dying.
condone that. We
Whack
do
as
not
fuck.
paint black women as aggressors.
Whack as fuck.
We do not do that.
Whack
We
That
do
shit
not
wasn't-
condone them as
that
aggressors.
wasn't funny.
Nah.
That wasn't funny.
Whack as fuck, bro.
Wait, that
Whack as
Nah.
fuck.
I get
Whack
why
as
you
fuck.
don't think it's funny.
Whack as fuck.
You didn't laugh.
Whack as fuck.
You didn't
bro.
laugh
I
watching
laughed,
that.
but whack
You
as
laughed
fuck.
watching
Laugh
that
as
shit,
fuck.
bro.
But comedy is comedy. But laugh, but that doesn't change my
Somebody
opinion about
laughed
being
at
whack
it.
as fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
it's whack.
Whack as fuck,
Absolutely.
bro.
Wait, so it's whack because he's white.
It's whack.
Yeah,
It's whack. It's
actually.
it's
So if
whack.
Dave Chappelle make that joke, you would be laughing your ass
No,
off.
no, no. Listen to me. It's whack. Pause. What's this one?
This has gotten a lot better since the last time. Bro, somebody in the comments, and by
wiggle
somebody I
it?
mean Shayla,
No,
said
come
we're
on,
scaring
don't.
the hoes.
Bodyguard, don't.
She said we're scaring the hoes with this conversation. Damn. It's gonna be a long ride home.
Shit. Yeah, at least we did it at the end of the podcast.
My name is
Always.
Earl. Earl.
That's a bar.
Pastor Earl.
That's a bar. Damn. That's a good white joke.
Fuck you.
My name is Earl. Ooh. Okay. Good shit, dude.
Oh, shit.
Okay. And
You
he's
didn't
a
even get to get on my
family
girl
guy.
cooking with
Maybe what I
Kaya.
was finna
I
say,
mean, fuck
bro.
all of this, man.
You
Let's
maybe
talk
forget
about
what I was
cooking with
finna say,
Kaya.
bro.
Let's close it with
Cooking
cooking
with Kaya.
Cooking
Cooking
with
with
Kaya.
Kaya.
Did we? No, we talked about her.
Yeah, bro.
This is another thing why
I didn't give a fuck about
I
it.
hate to make it serious, bro, but this is us hating on us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
this is what we do. Like,
It's not a race
really
thing.
This is why I
with
don't
cooking
think
with
it's
Kaya.
we see race. Well, no, I don't think this is a race
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But, well, I think it is a race
It
thing.
is a
and, like
race
the
thing.
bitches hating on her.
Yeah, I thought
I think it's
That's
women
not.
hate
That's
on-
not a race thing.
It
We
is a
don't. We
race
don't know the race of the
Aaron,
person. We
Aaron,
don't know
Aaron,
the. Stop! Don't do
respectfully.
that.
Aaron,
No, no, no,
respectfully,
no,
let me
no,
tell
no,
you.
no, no, no. You're
Let me
not
tell
about
you,
to. You're not to
as
be
a
like,
nigga
wow,
part of
you're
the
so woke.
community.
You're like Fred Hampton.
As a
No,
nigga
say
who's a
this
part
one
of the
out. No.
community.
I
That's
never
fine.
I'm
said
not
you
saying
were like
sit it
Fred
out.
Hampton.
No,
I
I'm
said
not-
I was like
Let's
Fred
clear
Hampton.
that.
Never
I
said it out.
never
I
said.
got you. I got
No,
you.
I'm just saying, like, as a nigga who's in the community, it is our people in the
Listen,
community.
We don't
hating
know
on
the
her.
race
This
of the
guy
person that
never
leaked her
said-
tape, bro.
Never
That's
said
what I'm
he was
saying.
like
I don't
Fred
wait.
Hampton.
What?
I'm not saying race doesn't
Oh,
play
they
a
leaked
part
her
in
sex
it.
tape? I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that.
they leaked her sex
This-
tape. That's what
this
we were
guy
talking about earlier.
Oh, I didn't even
That's
know
when
that.
I
I
started.
didn't
Like,
see
I was
that.
like, oh, okay, this is like a real issue.
I gotta do what research. I gotta do some research.
Jesus Christ,
I gotta do some research.
y'all are nasty.
I didn't know that.
This shit finna
I
be
didn't
on
know.
4K.
I didn't know she had a sex tape.
I
No,
did my
it was
research
a
before
bunch
the
of girls that
podcast.
leaked her sex tape, and that's why I was like,
Cause-
oh, okay.
But that's what I'm, bro. It's not okay.
But we don't know the race of those girls, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's not like a hyper small pocket of race relations that goes into.
I did my journalistic
black
duties.
family. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Was it art?
Would you pay for it?
I almost did.
You almost
For the full
did.
length.
You're nasty.
I'm just asking, you know, for
John almost
For
paid
the audience.
$4.99.
Listen,
I'm just
and
asking
listen,
for the
fellas,
Behind a
listen,
firewall.
ladies, she will steal your man. She will.
Damn.
This bitch is,
Somewhere there's somebody
She got
watching
it.
John right now
She
saying he
got it.
knows where home is.
Listen, she got it. Hey, cooking with Kaya.
Insanity.
I can't afford the sessions, but hit me up if you ever get to a low point in life.
A low point. You're going to have to get a high point for her low point. That's the worst part.
Oh, if they start hating on you again. in.
Hey, you know I opened for Jay Farrell, right?
No,
You know I open for Jay Farrell, right?
Hey, Kaya. Hey,
You know I'm 2 phone calls away from Saturday Night Live.
That's it.
By technicality.
You know, or Instagram message. I don't got the nigga number.
Damn. That holiday is gonna be crazy. Yeah, my daughter just wants to.
Shit.
Just really wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, dog.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, we've tried to wrap this up like 7 times,
Man.
so we'll do it now. Kind of like a Christopher Nolan movie, bro. We have been Play the 5. Shout out to Bodyguard. Shout out to Shayla. Shout out to John. Shout out to Earl. Shout out to everybody that has been in the stream. We're gonna definitely make clips, perpetuate this, share this, like, subscribe. Y'all know the whole thing. Keep God in your life. Fuck people, and you know what I'm saying. That's it. We've been Play the 5. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on, bro. It's fun.
Of course.
Fucking fun.
Yeah.
I think you might be like a
Gang
reoccurring
shit.
guest.
Gang.